It is Tuesday, the 2nd of April 2024. We're here live once again with another edition of Bamaso, streaming on our 24 radio, Abrabapa radio, as well as our 24 radio GH, and our social media handles, our 24 radio UK, on Facebook, as well as A24 Radio Stroke TV over there as well, and on YouTube simply A24 Radio. This is where discerning Ghanaians with discerning thoughts, we come just to deliberate on all possibilities with which we would become catalyst co-creators of the Ghana that we are so much looking forward to have. Around here we have come to that understanding that we are inseparably linked with the whole Ghana that we talk about. And if that is the case, whatever the case may be, wherever we find ourselves, whatever capacity we find ourselves, we may have 1 million, we may have 1,000, we may be teachers, we may be barbers, we may be Ghanaians living outside of the country, we may be engineers, we may be doctors, what have you, whatever capacity you find yourself, you will have a role to play in making Ghana a very beautiful place. And that is what brings us here. We have different capacities, different roles that we have to play. Whichever way you want to look at it, every one of us would have to complement the other so that we can all become better and greater together. That is what brings us here. So if you are here for the first time, whatever the case may be, curiosity, you just tapped into A24 Radio via an online search or what have you. You are here more to do a personal development. With this personal development, you discover a better version of you. That better version of you is able to evoke a better version of another. Many instances, we would want to evoke a better version of another person. Meanwhile, we have not reached a stage with which we'll be able to evoke such better versions of others. It is all on the grounds that you can never pour out of an empty cup. So as much as you are looking to evoke a better version of another person, think and focus on yourself. First of all, make sure you discover a better version of you. Through that better version of you, you will easily be able to evoke a better version of another being. That is all that matters. So if we just celebrated Easter. Well, some people would have a different view about that, but hey, that is not where we're going today. We celebrated Easter just a while ago. I say a while ago, right? A couple of days ago. And reminiscing on some of the stories about the man Yeshua, one thing came to mind. I have many a time been using that story over here, and it's the story of the adulterous woman that was sent before him, just for him, for they wanted to get him to say something, and then they could get whatever they wanted to do. And interestingly, I was also watching another movie to that effect. What happened there is still mind-blowing. When they took her to Jesus, to Yeshua, right? and they quoted the law, right? They quoted the law, of which Yeshua was aware of what was in the law. So all that they wanted to do was, they were holding a bird covered in their hand, right? And then they took it to Jesus just to find out if the bird was alive or dead. And interestingly, the kind of answer Yeshua gave to them, or the prompt that he gave to them, was a very, very beautiful and powerful one. In fact, I have thought about it and thought about it and thought about it, and I just come to one simple conclusion. Perhaps we will share some details on that on another time. But with regards to what I am making reference to, you see, when you read from the Bible, when you read very well, you can. Many people have been questioning, where was Jesus between the ages of 12 and 30 years before he started his ministry? Well, per the scripture, he says he was growing in wisdom and stature, right? That is to say, he was working on himself. He was working on his personal development. He was filling his cup. He was discovering a better version of him. So I've always been saying the consciousness of Jesus, with which perhaps he went into the temple to display some degree of madness, is not the same consciousness with which he went to the cross. He was working on himself every now and then. He was working on himself. And when they brought this lady to him, it was from his personal development, the wisdom that he has been able to embody over a long period of time. It was through that he was able to evoke some sense of reasoning in the very ones who brought the lady to him. So when you watch the movie, when he asked them, he who without sin should cast the first stone, obviously, within their law, when you say you have no sin, it means you want to tell them you are perfect. And then anyone who says he is perfect, straight away, you also have to be stoned. So when he prompted them, or he asked them, he who is without sin should cast the first stone, none of them could, because the very moment you cast the first stone, it means, hey, you are saying you are a perfect being. And that is also halam in their laws. He grew in wisdom. He had discovered a better version of him, and through that he was able to evoke something quite impossible in and through the very ones who took the woman to him. That is what happens here. When we grow in so much wisdom, when we discover that better version of ourselves, whatever the case may be, we would be able to evoke a sense of reasoning in another person. So, just as Jesus worked on himself between the ages of 12 to 30 years, let us also continuously work on ourselves, whatever the case may be. We may fail today, it doesn't make us failure. If we lie down when we fail, yes, we are failures. But if we fail, we rise up and we carry on, we are never failures. So we continue to work on ourselves, whatever the case may be, so as to continuously unfold the excellent, better, beautiful version of ourselves. It demands that you come here with your primary identity. We talk about the primary identity every now and then, and the primary identity in the context of what we do here is the fact that you are a Ghanaian. Yes, you are a Ghanaian. A proud one. A well-cherished one. You hold that identity so dear. Come knowing that. And when we come on the grounds that we are simply Ghanaians, it helps us to appreciate ourselves. It helps us not to take ourselves for granted. We have forgotten what and who we are originally, and when that happens, we take ourselves for granted. Now, speaking of that, I'll bring in the story of the prodigal son as well. You see, when the prodigal son took his part of the wealth, whatever the case may be, and he went out there to squander it, he went out there and enjoyed himself. Oh yes, he did a lot of enjoyment. Well, it didn't go as he wanted. He ran out after enjoying so much of the women, the drinks, the food, among other things. So, even trying to find menial jobs to do was a huge challenge for him. But the very moment he remembered who and what he is, where he emerged from, he realized, no, I can't take myself for granted. I have to go back. That very moment that he squandered everything and then he was doing all those things, he had even forgotten what and who he is. He had forgotten that, hey, whatever the case may be, I am of a rich dad. I am of a rich father. I am of a loving father. I am of an intelligent father. He had then forgotten. Now, because of that forgetfulness, he was taking himself for granted. But when he came into remembrance, well, my friend and brother, Mr. Godfred Kofi Ahogadofia will tell you, remember to remember. Yes, remember to remember. Yes, that is a beautiful phrase of him. So when the prodigal son remembered to remember that, hey, I have come of a wonderful father, he came to the realization of what and who he is originally. And he went back, and it was just beauty that emerged afterwards. Likewise, we may have fallen off our primary identity. We may have been programmed one way or the other to see ourselves more in some secondary identities. It has made us forget what we originally are. And because of that forgetfulness, we are taking ourselves for granted. Come, remembering to remember that you are first of all a Ghanaian. And there is no other identity that is bigger, most powerful, most exceptional in the context of what we are doing here than the fact that you are simply a Ghanaian. Rise in that consciousness. Never take yourself for granted. You may have taken yourself for granted in the past. Forgive yourself. As the songwriter said, I forgive me. I forgive me. Yes. Let's leave it there. I'll sing the other part another time. You may have forgotten of your primary identity, but today I am reminding you, forgive yourself and step in that primary identity. When you step in that, I bet you it is just exceptional things that is going to emerge of you, because that identity is an exceptional thing. And when you operate from that identity, it is only exceptional stuff that will emerge of you. I would humbly welcome you to today's edition of Bamasu, where you are here for nothing but to discover that better version of you, that awesome version of you, so awesome enough that you are able to evoke awesomeness. You are able to call forth awesomeness in other people, just like Jesus was able to evoke wisdom, thinking in the very ones who took the adulterous woman to him. And just from Kokasia, Anna Diamudo, and Koma baby, I will be our feeding another a 24 radio, a Brabapa radio, and a 24 radio GH. Say, oh, Facebook on Sudia, a 24 radio, stroke TV, and I say a 24 radio UK. YouTube a 24 radio na ye piemu wa ha ye ba ebe twatwa adwene ehwede ye betumi aye na ye my Ghana afane ntuma pa efra o my Ghana minim se edawa koma so whatever de tie bia na edawa koma so obi be ka se ebia na watworo ne kete ewo wa koma so enti ntumi nhyane yi entumi enna ne ho adi eyie yɛba ha se ya ɛde akoma so de na mmom yɛbɛhwɛ kwan a yɛbɛtumi atwerɛ no kɛseɛ yɛbɛma na da yɛ akoma so kɛseɛ paa right ɛno akyiri akwan ana yɛbɛhwehwɛ ɛwɔ kasafidie yi so ɛwɔ ha nti ahobraseɛ ɛne anidie kwan so menim sɛ woyɛ Ghana ni ne bia biribi nti owura fi koraa sɛ woyɛ Ghana ni sɛdeɛ na mede ɔbaa de sɛfoɔ asɛm no ɛyɛ mfato ho no nneɛma bi a ɔyɛɛyɛ mmerɛ a ɔgye ne gyapadeɛ firi ne papa hɔ ne kyɛfa na ɔkɔhyɛ baabi agye n'ani a no nneɛma bi a ɔyɛɛyɛ ne nti na ne wura fi sɛ ne papa koraa yɛ ɔdefoɔ ne papa yɛ sikani saa na ɛbɛtumi ato yɛn nneɛma bi a yɛafam nneɛma bi a yɛde yɛafam nneɛma bi a yɛhu nneɛma bi a yɛateteɛ nneɛma bi a yɛahwɛ no ɛbɛtumi ama yɛn wura fi sɛ ɛyɛ Ghanafoɔ ɛbɛtumi ama wura fi sisi a na ɛnɛ da yi mekae wo sɛ kae mekae wo sɛ kae sɛ woyɛ Ghanani na sɛ wura fi a kae sɛ woyɛ Ghanani na bra fie meka sɛ bra fie a bra fie kyerɛ sɛ bra na bɛdwen sɛ Ghanani bra na bɛyɛ wo nneɛma sɛ Ghanani deɛ wobɛyɛ biara no ma Ghana ɛnyɛ wo pomasi berɛ ɛno ho hia papapapapapapapapapa ɛsiane de yɛafam nneɛma bi a ɛyɛ hu ɛne nneɛma bi a aka ne nti no yɛana yɛde saa nneɛma no ɛna yɛyɛ pomasi berɛ once again ɔbaa de sɛfoɔ no ɛsiane deɛ ɔyɛ ɔdwene sɛ wayɛ mfomsoɔ kyɛ sɛ wagye ne gyapadeɛ ɛwɔ ne papa hɔ ana wakɔ enjoy ohu ne ho wɔ ne mfomsoɔ a wayɛ emu na ɛbaa saa no na ne wura fi koraa sɛ dabi whatever the case may be woda ho ɛyɛ wagya no ba nti baabi a nkurɔfoɔ program yɛ anaasɛ baabi a yɛn nso yɛafa akɔduru biara no ɛnɛ da meka wo sɛ baabi a waduru biara no kae sɛ woyɛ Ghanani na nya adeɛ a wobɛtumi ayi saa Ghanani no a woyɛ no afiri wo mu woda ho yɛ Ghanani yɛsɛ kusie ɛdane ne ho a ne dua ne yɛde hwɛ no sɛ bɛbi saa wɔ hɔ ɛsaa na ɛba no saa na mafe patron ɛgya me bubɛ no na sɛ mentimi mmu a na waba bɛyɛ deɛ bɛyɛ waba bɛboa me ɔse sɛ ɔkusie so ɔbɛdane ne ho a yɛde ne dua ɔsɛ n'aba ɛna hwɛ no mekaa wo nɛ sɛ baabi a wakɔ akɔduru biara biribi biara yɛde wafa mu biara no kae ɛnɛ da yi sɛ Ghana no ɛda ho wɔ mu nti sɛ ɔbaa de sɛfoɔ no ɔkɔyɛ deɛ ɔyɛ nyinara na wɔkae sɛ ɔyɛ ɔdefoɔ bi ba no kae sɛ kae ne nnɛ sɛ nnɛ woyɛ Ghanani na hyɛ aseɛ fa Ghana ɛyɛ wo pomasi berɛ dwene Ghana di Ghana home Ghana biribi a wobɛyɛ biara ma Ghana ɛnyɛ wo pomasi berɛ na waa wobɛhu no sɛ kyɛ sɛ w'ani bɛgye wo ho a kyɛ sɛ wobɛpɛ sɛ biribi a wobɛtumi ayɛ ama ɔman Ghana akɔ n'anim biara no wobɛyɛ yɛda ho ɛwɔ ɛyɛ nneɛma bi a yɛde yɛafa yɛ mu yɛde afa mu ɛno nti ɛma yɛntumi ɛnna ne yɛn ho na yɛmmɛhu yɛn ho sɛ yɛyɛ Ghanafoɔ mpɛn bebree no yɛama yɛn ho kwan ama anuanom bi ɛde yɛafa saa nneɛma no mu ama kyerɛ sɛ ato deɛ ɛden kyerɛ sɛ ewiase ha yi yɛbɛka ho asɛm da foforɔ adeɛ baako a ɛden paa ɛyɛ sɛ wankasa wode wo bɔne wo ho bɔne ɛbɛkyɛ wo forgive yourself for ade wo bɔne bɛkyɛ wo nti na meto nnwom no kyerɛ wo no I forgive me all the things I knew I let go I surrender I'm ready for my change. Right? Ayana Edding. Say wankasa, you will look yourself within and then forgive yourself. So wankasa do fum so ebecho. Edding. Papa. Edding ye. Ene me ka wo say fa ho fum so chew. Say uja wo ho ema nkrofo bi a program wo ama ene die. Uhu se oye Ghana ni kane Ghana na ewo mu no se esombo esen ene other identity bia me se fa fom so chew wan kasa fa fom so chew ho se ugya wo ho ema enkrofo bi program wo na ene no o kasa pa o kasa te se de the secondary identities na owo no eye important than the primary identity Ghana ni na wo ye no fa ho bone chew what fa ho bone chew what and man share also bra that awareness to say what bad self no and then come home na dwene say Ghana ni what dwene say Ghana ni why dwene say Ghana ni na say the maka no the empempenso a obetimi a dwene say Ghana ni no ensenkyerene a efiri wo mu ba no minia enye ensenkyerene ketwa ensenkyerene a efiri wo mu ba no enye ensenkyerene ketwa ensenkyerene a efiri wo mu ba no ohun akoye se emra na Yeshua enkrofo na china abona senuam na what head ya no so na esan say he was seeing himself inseparably linked with wana achino abona senuam numpo wana womo achina abona senuam no na Yeshua ehu sankrofo no say whatever the case may be, we all emerge from the same source. Enti mina no watch no mpaye no ka kire say our father yen eja wo wosoro na che say sa eja na ono ewo no wonso wo sa eja ni bi enti yen nyina ye free the same source enti wo machi no abona senuam mpo no he still couldn't see a sense of separation between him and the very ones who crucified him. Enti from that perspective, from that place of seeing himself from the primary identity. So Hamakaji said the primary identity is Ghana, but I'm just using it so that you get a big grip. Already Makaji said there is something bigger beyond Ghana, and the very ones who grow to the Ghana level, no, they have to seek growing again to go beyond the Ghana level. But the Emfa Ghana they na nyam fato ho, right? And Emra Yeshua now otimi hu no ho say whatever the case may be, enkrofo o ma chima bo maseniem. Enkrofo o ma dimatem. O ma tentesu egum so. He, de na o mo nyamie. O ma yemi nema bebre. Na esa ancestor la no onim say de tie bia mfom so no ma ye. Na de tie bia no ne wo mo efri the same source and e ba ye ntina. Asema na o kan ye. O say father. Oh father. Forgive them, for they know not what they are doing. Eja, fache womo. Na womo nim dia womo ye. Hey. Such statements, no, it can only come from a highly conscious being. Now, see the Ghana ye mfato ho a. Wonu ye baba kasa fidie yiso, said you obesi akasa no, wa otime hunu se ne wura fi so ye Ghana ni. Unu yeba kasa fidie so utimi unu say said ye wosi kasa de baby a wako fifa baby a wako wura among other things no e didi ni trimunti ni wura fikura so ya Ghana ni obehu bisa ama obetime di watem obe kasa bi amana tiaw obe kasa bi dwen say woka ama na ye wo ya te se de enkrofo no dwen say omo bo Yesu aseniam na Yesu asogu niyam na Yesu se obe kese wo mo so de na omo dwen say sa na omo Yesu onua no obe ke kanse mama se wakoma kora ye wo ya obe kanse mama wo se awo nsunu sa na onua no be ye na se wo dwene e wo bia hu se wo ye Ghana ni na sa bia no wohu so oye Ghana ni no Se wunia no mpo ye niema bi a wotimi no se eniema we de mfa kwam enkyere se wo ye Ghana ni a esan se wunim se wo ye ignorant wunim de wo ye ntino you are still able to forgive that person. Enya better sao enuanum bebre Easter womadi because they think say or they believe say a holy man is died to save them from their sins. Yeah, many people are of that view. Some people take this view as the view of glorification, but there is a deeper view that considers, say, whatever happened is an example for you to also take up your own cross and work out your own salvation. Work out your own salvation. And to you working out your own salvation in this particular case, nature say, Bomodian say, brano, said Yamakano, you will be able to discover the better, the wonderful, the amazing, the beautiful version of you. Utimi, yes, Adiana. I bet you. Said Yamakano, who bet me? A Kenya Ghana na ada ewo saa unua na unua no a ne Ghana no ada ewo ni mu no enti emra Yeshua wo fa saa ne ma we mu nyina no as per the scripture no he was glorified, you know, he attained greater heights. Enti emra nkrofo no hu say kai we were ignorant in treating this man this way. And then when they were told, they took it quite literally, dear, whichever way. Say, they got scared. She said, if this person that we have showed so much disrespect, didn't attempt ya bona senior any say, if this person is to judge us, dear. And but the man Yeshua was still in that consciousness to say he is inseparably linked with such individuals. He was not looking at things from that angle. Na omo no. And Pempino, I bet you. Unye bia wo ye Ghana ni ebeka kasa bi tia because of politics obek di watem obek kansem bi e de akire wo na me ka akire wo ne dey say wugidi anase you have that conviction say you are operating from the place of Ghana, you are using Ghana as your reference pointer. I bet you bia no ono dwen say wonsu unya chance obedi na tembi odwen say unya chance de okasa ma okan ya odwen say oka amana ya oya no wonsu unya chance obeka bia kire no ene obefrɛ wo edin we friend say bazawala kwabna wo obefrɛ bazawala into odwen say wonsu unya na unso betimi afrɛ no yanom anase obetimi afrɛ no kwaku the liar. So but when you are reasoning from the place of you being a Ghanaian, you come to the awareness and say that your brother is ignorant. And the only way you can heal ignorance is by wisdom, by knowledge. The only way you can overcome darkness is with the light. And then I can't say me breed. It's all because we are in a season of rebirth. We are in a season of rejuvenation. We are in a season of springing into the newness of life. Of course, look around you. The leaves that withered over the winter, the flowers that died over the winter, they are springing back to life. In the end of the day, we have to begin to spring ourselves back to life. The life of reasoning as Ghanaians. The life of knowing that nothing matters most in the context of what we are doing here than the fact that we are simply Ghanaians. And we work from that angle. We come to that awareness and we don't take ourselves for granted by by championing our secondary identities before our primary identity. Let us come to that rebirth. Let us come to that rejuvenation. Let us come to that awareness that it is the Ghana within us that is seeking to express. It is the Ghana within us that is more important than any other identity. So yes, you may come across a fellow, a brother, who, for some reasons, because of what they've also been through, they haven't come to the awareness of the grounds that of the fact that the Ghana within them is more greater, more powerful, more enriching than whatever secondary identities they have been put through. Even in the midst of that, you will view them from the place of ignorance, and because you have also worked on yourself, you will use the wisdom that runs through you to awaken the Ghana that is lying idle within them. So I will say it once again. Remember that you are first of all a Ghanaian. Sauti ani said the doctors as a dain to Roehampton and another ewo. Nana enketia will be Worcester ana Dr. Ebenezer Amofabwatin or hypnosis ma or bebo juma doc secret with ma mefro why mefro whatever the case may be, continue to rise in power. Nana enketia me so papa yenti udino empa menumuda who say of abodi abeteho who say abe enso abeteho no nati bongo ebaye adofo aka nyina medenchia kese ena edema mu nyina ene day message subiu. Remember you are a Ghanaian, and just as the man Yeshua, the man who led by examples, was able to still, from the place of pain, from the place of anguish or yaumumpono, he was still able to see his oneness with the people who were crucifying him. But when you come to understand that you are here for a reason, you are here not to satisfy your ego. You are here to transcend your ego and then rise to the cosmic identity, rise in wisdom, rise in intelligence that brings solutions. No. Those things, it doesn't bring solutions. The examples the man Yeshua, he said, 2,000 years ago, but we still make reverence to his name. His name here means his consciousness. Many people are still seeking to embody that consciousness. Likewise, when we use Ghana as our reference point, you being able to stand from a place of being a Ghanaian and seeing another fellow who is ignorant of being a Ghanaian and still tell the person you are ignorant, oh, Father, forgive that individual, for they know not what they are doing. In fact, sometimes we think, say, some individuals, based on the positions that they occupy, they would know. I bet you it's never true. It's never true. It's never true that always some people, by virtue of some position that they occupy, they will know everything. No. That is why sometimes, even in our case, we realize and say, ye man kuman, ye man ketwana, ye omafa yemu, they are able to teach us something. That is what it means. So I don't know who said it. The wisdom of Solomon has got nothing to do with the age of Methuselah. Right? Someone may be 95 years, 85 years, 70 years, 80 years. His age has got nothing to do with wisdom. And when we assume that some people may not be ignorant, it's quite unfortunate. They may know so much, but they are still ignorant. And for you to be able to still see them from that ignorance and seek wisdom, to awaken, to prompt them to come to thinking. To say Yeshua, or say, he who is without no sin should cast the first stone, and that alone will be anti-man to one. Moving in the hair, no, Gama Bako was say, or the name one in my aquabako say, one any one and 1 2 more or ban. Or say, I don't know, Busan say, I don't know, 1 2 1, why would the one, mamma? I don't know, 1 2 1 to 1. Aye, was it mean to mean to 1? I was any means mean to mean to, because they know, say. Maybe unya kase wo to bo na kire say we are perfect. I are perfect and so they are in their law. You will also be stoned. And see, say that me kan no. Ya baha ye be ye ho aduro. Ye ho aduro na ye be ye say we are coming to grow in wisdom and stature. Just like Jesus grew in wisdom and stature between the ages of 12 and 30 years. My brother, yours may take quite longer than that. Don't worry. Mekai Emra New School no. Your Uncrophobia class 1 to 6 no only be about 12 years in a core year. Right? It means for more class 1 to 6, only 4 years and a core year, 3 years. Mekai, I just say I was sharing an example. Yes. Ebi more. Some people will share their testimonies. They were in some stages. They weren't say almost 1+1+2 now. No money stage be I wasn't common so heavy, but omukoye pass ye. Obu honma what stages now could drew honum no kwa okoye answer her now. Opesa fili obeye remedial by miensa and answer 9. And san wa pass obia won the capabilities obia wo baby a wadru, right? Akoye say driving test no. Asma make na akoye say driving test no. Obia ewo the number of times what they passing the driving test. Obu honmo a oye theory ni 1 wa pass it and oye practicals no enso ba ko pa enso wa pass it. Obi nso honmo a obe theory no obe ya to honom obi ja to honom na ewu say 2 years as I say. Na was akoye theory ni biun akoye biun eno kra na wo akoye no afeli no akoye biun no afeli obeko no afi no pass it o pass ya na afi no wa benya wa theory na no che say obetimi akoye the practical test. Practical no wo be ye first one obey practices how first one be na ajiegu no asa akoye second one no so na ajiegu third one na ajiegu fourth one na ajiegu e be a fifth one no a pass it. Enti drivers aye hu omo e wa abontin nyina obia any experience obia any what they have been through before getting the license. Enti said yes we be no between the ages and 12 to 30 no he was able to grow in such wisdom. A be a would no you need the age that you are now you need about 30 more years or 40 more years before you grow in such level of wisdom. Continue to work on yourself, and that is why we are here, right? To discover that better version of ourselves. Anyway, him say Swilly passing the driving test. Oh, now we are passing. Number of times as but it goes on to buttress the fact that we are all on different evolutionary courses. Yours may be quick. It may have taken you a very short time to come to the awareness of some truth. It may have taken you a very short time to come to the awareness of some cosmic truth of life. To another person, it may take longer. So, a very honorable man, an intelligent man by name Brother Dr. Ishmael Tete, will say, intolerance. Oh, Glorified ignorance. Just glorified ignorance. I just say it's like you can't tolerate the ignorance of another person. Into one kind of ignorance is matured. Intolerance is matured ignorance. Yes, it's matured ignorance. Why? It may have taken you some short time to discover some wisdom. It's never going to be the same for everybody. Come to that awareness. And once again, the age of Methuselah has got nothing to do with the wisdom of Solomon. We are all on different evolutionary courses, and we should support each other, complement each other, so that every now and then that better, beautiful, finer version of ourselves would be discovered. And I can't say me and so I remember of Abuedi and Abi Ebebano say na what twa mu no enwum bi ebi si mitrim pa che say me nije ho a me pese etie yenti mra na ye ba adofo yi enso abeba beka ho na ya bonkomo na ye free flow Tuesday na free flow Tuesday enso de ye ba ye bonkomo from all angles, but we still operate within our fundamental objective to work on ourselves, working on ourselves to become better and finer versions of ourselves, so that we will become so magnetized in wisdom. We will be magnetized in intelligence, just like Jesus grew in wisdom and stature. And we will be able to evoke the sense of reasoning in others. We will be able to evoke the sense of what? Greatness in all the very ones who we come into contact with. That is how we operate around here. When we come back, Bamaso will certainly continue. Reading here, Sano, so review, Papa Smiley.
Yes, you are here. Yan yo masay. Asa bronzo ya bro. Yes, you are here. Depia. Yan yo masay. Asa mizueriga. Okay, into me. Ochaya juicy ho. Na yeti wate. Asa mizueriga. Okay, into me. Ochaya juicy ho. Papa tatarasha. Whatever. I'm a brave boy. It's a papa be a livia. It's here where you come anyhow. When you have your fun, there's one by yourself on a yana mountain. And did just do blood and them. Who comes through crowd at them? I do fruit, mountains, and the other public back to Asa Grosso, Asa Grosso, yes, what you're Daniel must say. Asa Grosso, Asa Grosso, yes, what you're Daniel must say. Asa Grosso, Asa Grosso, yes, no child. Daniel must say. You do not see your car. It's your car, so you do not. My name is Kenya. You do not see your car. It's your car, so you do not. My name is Kenya. Now, if you may say, anybody may let you know. My name is Kenya. Now, it is so near it is serene. This one here, then you may say, Asa Grosso, yes, you are here. Then you may say, Asa Grosso, yes, to walk forward. Unyabu Unyadi Sua Unyabu, Bob Quaniamion, and you my back bunny, Bob Pan and Pancoya, yet in the guy, a Janya, and I see a life for. We ain't even out of way. I almost saw it no ground. Sabros, yeah, bro. Asabros, bro. Yes, what, yeah. Then you must say, Asabros, bro. Yes, what, yeah. Then you must say, oh, for son of a great, I go around with
a very, very wonderful tune from that Akedi, my man, on it, the late Kofi B. The way the remix version, the original one is there as well. Remember what? Perhaps we will just rock that one as well. It's a very, very beautiful tune. Na what can send Bibri ewo enyumunumu in some way woman the adoso pa. You see that Akedi. Well, when we had a conversation with him here, he made us know say bia yetiti no so fia yetiti ni wom among other things can who be and our such profound words in some of his songs, right? Na o kan say bi wonwum no mo say obofo eye ba ye bude bia obofo nim say obewe adowatira enko wo hwe ho eye debe eye no yie na sa ebewe ye bebia emudo emu api enya asam ketwa them say make haya they talk about papa bia na te say wonam nguram so ye bofo, right? Wonam nguram na eja okoto say papa bi efidie eyi adwa, right? Na say said nyum ne channel say asa agro so ye abro, right? Na papa yi te say abro keke, so abro keke ana no na on pese bi obefa nam na nko onfa nam no kura no wonko, right? Na onfa nam no mum na de papa yi ne say otwa ne to ana ode share aboa adoa no enum, right? Intino te say we pia so na akohihim eti se obefa adoa no na odiko ofia na kire say whatever the case may be papa na eyane ewa aboa nim ewa aboa num eti udi aboa no de na say udi papa no ya ne so one way or the other. Now as per the story no papa no baby ano wo kɔ no nse no wasa okɔ akɔyɛ ho bi fie no okuduru ho no na ne gie mu omuhu no nom so Oh, ɛne wabade a wɔsi yɛ biribi ma wo na papa na ɔkɔto no no sɛ wɔno na saa afidie na ayi adoa no ɛyɛ ne dia nti so munko yi adoa no mra munko hwɛ sɛ afidie na ayi aboa na mo aboa bi a mo famra na yɛmfa mpopo aduane mba afei munko yi adoa yi ana ɛdebrɛ ɛbaa yɛ na gya mo de bɛ yi aduane ma papa yi papa yi di ya kyɛ sɛ ɔno a edi ne ya ne right nti saa bɛ no sɛ mekae sɛ deɛ yɛka kyerɛ me a right that is the story behind it nti sɛ ɔbɔfoɔ nim sɛ ɔbɛwe adoa tiri a ana the point is adoa ne ti no ɛne yɛde maa no sɛ wɔn sɛ hɔhoɔ a waba ti no yɛtwɛ no fufuo no ne yɛde nkuruma gu ho kama ɛde ama no yɛbɔ no nkrakra fine ana yɛde aboa ne ti no ato so nti papa yi di na aduane ya wo bi aboa ne ti mu na sɛ wɔhwɛ ya awurade Yesu awurade yi deɛ na atumi asɛm a meka when you take it on the bigger level or to say well the point is we don't even have to look beyond ourselves. Let's first of all consider who and what we are. Look within ourselves and apply this story to ourselves. Yes, you can equally look at others, but it works much better for your own evolutionary good when you look at it from your perspective. Now, I'm kasa show na the young who draw a bebo wankasa. Obofo no nim sanko ba wi ado atra. Nku omkeka ko ohwe hu yi pa. Na kedi asa agro enso eya bro. Yenko ahoma no so na yema ofa boadi ekwan na ofa boadi emre owi a abi meba so. Ofa boadi se otimenka bamaso and a happy new month as well. Oh, ofa boadi.
Are guys, Papa?
Na improvement to say.
Oh, Damiadon.
Good. We say, Nadia, me am to Musa, I was say a two collection, and I'll join Jose.
No, okay.
I said, the old can, and I say, only conviction be seen, no. And a Samon Uncle Yana.
What's it?
Samon Uncle Yana, and none I saw them.
Oh, Koye.
Okay. I can't cry and answer. I can't come.
Someone just say every day. Someone for you more say die. Sorry, therefore, so I'm oh, someone
okay. All right then. And yet, my a friend said, "Boy, chairman, who didn't what tight book no." Ate, my boy chairman who didn't what tight book no. Yo.
Last say you cry me cut. You bombard your piece of answer.
Number all right. Me I send yama ministry. Me send yama. Why?
There be my number I send there ba.
Hey.
Number me ba no say. Me initial wallet na wallet so frito enemy.
Now speaking of that, right? Say minim some hobby or honum dia. eSIM. So what is eSIM da? Say no one the name, right? And you don't even need a physical SIM before you be able to do anything. And so SIM na say you can convert or say phone now use if you have the network no more app no phone as well, right? You can go there. What I said here, you'll be able to find where you'll be able to download the eSIM and you will still be able to activate osa number no amana ye adwuma wo phone so without having the physical SIM in the phone. And me phone say no me number me na shim, right? iPhone me number me and that's so one eSIM and one physical SIM, right? Enti uyo bia okọ otako Ghana obetimi edo Ghana SIM no ahye u phone num na o number na o use wa quantum no you convert it into an eSIM, right? It's, when you go to Ghana, you don't need to just take your SIM out or what have you. So stress na se for nafi umrakra na SIM no krabia na saira. You can still be able to use your phone anyway when you go back home. What I say call Kasim?
Phone me de man ba na omo kan sa.
Yeah.
That's
right. That's right. That's how it works. Why?
Because me to iPhone 7 de man na me yeah no na watchre me mu say eSIM no me use eSIM no na say okay mate but man share that man na chere mu say
yeah that's how it works. Why? That's how it works. Anyway, yo, any overbody, and yaba, whichever way, we will let you have the number. Then you can do your title and your collection.
The thing is, me kura me say me bo o number no ba ko no
number there.
The 21 platform.
Yeah.
But inti amenya ma wa the person we are aware na me ma ko ma to sim na foforo me use number foforo na no kura
oh, okay.
What the mark?
No problem. Why? Yo, yanko anim. O say obofo nim say obawi ado atira enko wo hunhu yie. Fa bom nkomo kakra, wati? Fa bom nkomo kakra.
Yo, papa, say we metaka ha. Nyom na de, to be frank, me ankasa na nya medede, but the moon 7 de na me fan sa. Say say last week or say last 2 weeks no. Tama don kumo se say ye nyusu. Papa, ye fa bebre wo ha nyansa wo papa. 95% there. Nyansa wo, but ye no before ni empe. Yeah, the say koye bruni dia any enka any problem. Obofo nim say obawi adrotri nkonhuhu ye na oka na ye sembebre. Ye de ba ye ankasa ya dada sitremu a ye leaders ye omudi enimi. Instead of say omunim say car kwan essay beku omo betime anya accident ama omo wu a anka papa ombeye kwan ni ye ja lankusa ne to bibini ebenya leader instead of say obeto obeye kwan ye na ni nua e de isukia pride ene Toyota the say mattress mo fa so kwan no sika de beye kwan no obekra lankusa saba na ye kwa na edinani pon no de akrakas akase a ono no instead of so de beye kwan no o de beto cars na we na se onam so ana se ne babi ekọ babi na bi oti school bus na kwan nti na okowu a eno na na sa abe na abam onim se ne babi kokowu ana se ne maame bi ana ni nua bi bekokowu ana ono ankasa fra no bekokonya accident wo mu kra because of land cruiser ni tie betwa ne nan a bigidi se nko beye kwan no yi eka economy no ko be ni likewise to hospitals yeah wo hay se John Kuma ebeye deputy finance minister no nim se ya de bi bebo no ye be poison no ma na hrawa ho aka a wonya kwan ma Germany ana so nko India nko treat ne ho ofuru kuma anka me ye sure say anko bo am ye Ghana hospitals no ke ye ni e de normal ba yi e de doctors papa go mu anka kwa no to akra to kuma se no nka obo am ye ni eti papa obofo nim so ba wi adroto ye
ebe kese pa ohun
nsemu a emu odu se o trance na se utie na ye ka se baba mu na ade enchen o
yam baba mu ati yam baba mu
papa as post no e fa ye man Ghana ho ye na bibifo ya ho bebre ho a say o me de me menya ska o matia brochire nti me de me man fie if dan kura no ompe one room and two rooms because when him sort nti no omwa onyɛ hwee na abusuafoɔ omfie obi a society no team no omwa onka hwee nti sɛ ukɔ na sɛ society no wɔ fa ba bi na ho akyere na wayɛ abroba ebi anadwo na ukɔ akoduru na ukɔ akura ase na ɔde ne cruise no ɔmo ba behia ebi kura onim sɛ wo na yɛ tutua na bi aka ɔba bi ana aka onan yɛ kotwa papa won sɛ onim sɛ adeɛ no ba bɛka wanka bi a wobɛtire ne yi wanka sa woba ebi kura wan training akura ne yɛ ne saa yodi mu saa na akura na akwa akɔyɛ vagabond na esonsun sanso ni bi abɛka yɛ politicians yɛ na asɔfoɔ yɛ society leaders no so omunim sɛ adeɛ yɛ ɔmo yɛ ɛbɛba bɛfɛte ɔmo daakye a megye sɛ nka ɔmo nyɛ ɛna yɛ ankasa nso a yɛdi ɔmo akyi no zero sɛ ɛbɛ kyerɛ no na yɛaka no kora kyerɛ ɔmo no yɛnka because yɛka sɛ yɛka anka at least yɛ sure sɛ leaders yɛ ɔmo di anim ka ɔmo asesa kakra even though ɔmo ntimi nsesa ne nyinaa because yɛsi yɛfo yadeɛ anim sɛ masadeɛ yɛfo bɔne but sɛ nka yɛfɛ kyerɛ yɛse ne yɛka no kora ne kyerɛ ɔmo a anka yɛ society na ayɛ yi
meti opo akoso
akora wojije akora na sɛ o kana ne nsɛm asa opampa ne bebra ogu anum ase wa abɔnten instead of fie no the proper example so dey kakra metimi dey
you wafa body thank you very much na say sermon utie ni ya I made mention of one thing emra omode obadwamanfo no ekọ Yesu ho no right ade a Yesu eye ode wo ma momra no emra na wo Pharisee no enim no eno ana ode man krofo no ema wo madwene eba wo mo ho eso kire se empempin no maka wa ha say when I sit here my best option is to try and provide healing from the perspective of the very one who is sick. When say ye opese u heal obi a you need to be able to use what will resonate with sauni krona or yare no. Say me kasa what you say call kasa me wa. You have to use what resonates with oni krona or yare no, and then ebema na adwene aba no ho so, and then they begin to act right. And in this particular abeya ye kan ho asem wo say obofo nim say obawi ado atira enka wo hu yi. What you have done and say you have used examples and sometimes no say they can area on we may even have forgotten because of say them penyu for kan ebe ba kan was atiye faso so mame thank you very much enti enema bi wo ho no a atiye enti ama ya wura fi it can happen to you
me twa no that no mo na ka 5% na enya quality no ho yeah wura fi nyina na ya TV we are stress and as waso ya shibe so wura timi enye I refrain doesn't come from only one place. Into enye benene say atiye and the day I refrain nyina eba. Or say atiye e ma refrain. A refrain can come from so many angles. And you know, one of the places at a refrain betimi afaba eye atiye. Okay. Enti everyone say Amsterdam is here yo. Wakopie baby a party bi bosso pa kire say guys yi awura wura mu watwetwa kakra fine atoto ani so fine what you say feeling feeling na different and I guess yi onya ba ko bi de wakɔhye kɔna hɔ no bi kura na
or banocrano, guessing say or mupia crom shed dross, or just here. No chewa, what must I win here would be crabby fissile way. I'm telling you, it can happen to anybody, right? When we use some of these examples now, we use here at the Kasaya now. Oh, it resonates with them once again. They said, yes, yeah, for the seaphone, and then they begin to rethink. Ebe nyano ebe kaka warm because yemu bebre and I can't say bebre yemu bebre ewo hono we have forgotten what and who we are, and because of where we've been through, what we've been through, and a dictate how we think and how we do our things. So this very moment, we are remembering to remember, and then we go back to our original self. And very, very important is that if you have even 1,000 examples to just explain sa assemble pet and penny for katu who ya minia man fan share with all of us na said the makano and yet say we are seeking to look beyond ourselves and a person crofubie esesa. We should look within ourselves as well with sa ebeno. Sa ebe ya kan. It's not only with people beyond us ana ebe we ekoma wo mu ya nkasa no so no we in the wa wo kasa me am so me kasa ebe we it works on me as well. Say obofo enim say obewe adwetira enko hwe ema ye hu yi. Overbody, I'll come back to you. Ati. And I will be moving from Abesa Kebu and San Makwabi so. Okay. And Fadiaka near reasoning. What it? The Yankwabi so. Awe, Otemenka, Bamaso.
Yeah, Papa Small.
Bamaso. Good. I've no start to engine into Casano form. Saboko there.
Yeah, Papa Small. Yeah, I just finished.
You just finished what?
Whether it's land or dinner or whatever they call it.
It be like you chop Gary, you know so.
Of course, Gary and fish. Sito.
I see. Now, a balanced diet today.
Of course, it's balanced.
Okay.
So long as I've not died up to now, I don't have a negative impact. But why do you plant-based food is the thing?
Plant-based, yeah. Is that many people are going that direction, no?
They should come and join me.
Okay, I see. It's good. Just
get plant-based food.
Abe.
There's a study supporting this called the China study. Let's go on.
Yo, yanku enim what? Yanku enim. Na Abe. As what me can ebeno o de ba kon say obofo nim say obewi adwetira enko wo hunhu yi obe kan kran say
Bobilo. The hunter you are talking about.
Yeah.
Hunter in Ghana is called Bobilo. He said, well, if he knows what.
Obofo nim say obewi adwetira enka ohwe hu yi.
Okay, no, Bobilo le akashi ba pe Aduwai Chungwe, Eba Sahi Juba.
Yeah. One more time. Can I record? Okay, let's go.
Adik Bobilo Leagashi Bakwe Aduwai Chungwe, Eba Sahi.
Yeah. One more time, Abi.
Adik Bobilo Leake Ebakwe Aduwai Chungwe, Eba Sahi Juba. Period.
We are radio.
That's Bali. You see, this example, this song, you know, Ampofode has a similar one.
If you do good, you do for yourself, Anna.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Those days when I was growing up, I used to like, these sort of philosophical songs. They make you think. It forms the basis of reasoning. Understand?
That's right.
So, yeah, it's unfortunate. Papa Smiley, you cited an example. You were illustrating about, I see it, our strengths and weaknesses. And I think I've seen it, I've said it here before. I've said it about how long it took me to pass my driving test.
Exactly, remember the details.
I passed my theory tests one touch. But my practical tests, I failed many times. And the last time, on one occasion, I think I was so stupid myself. That was, I think, the last but two. If I pulled myself up, the instructor would have passed me. We passed by a lane, and there was the signboard, there was a horse signboard. And the instructor asked me, what is this sign? I couldn't explain.
Now call Blanca.
I don't know. I was just fuzzy. I wasn't, Then the last one, Papa Smiley, you need to have more than 15 ticks. To less than 15 ticks to pass. I passed that test with 15 ticks exactly. And that was my last attempt. If I failed, I would have to start everything all over again. So see the stress I would have gone through. And I admit and own up that something like driving is not my strength. You understand? Everybody play by his or her size. If you don't know anything, you don't know. But as well, I posted something on the platform by Karl Popper. You are talking about ignorance. Popper said, ignorance is not the lack of knowledge. But your refusal to acquire knowledge is what ignorance is. It's on the platform by Karl Popper, one of the philosophers. Ignorance is not the absence of that, of knowledge, but your refusal to acquire it. And Papa Smiley, this is the first time I've heard about eSIM.
Okay.
Understand? This is how we do. So the eSIM, if I come off the phone and I call my phone provider, they will be able to take me through, right?
Yeah, what network are you on?
O2.
O2, right? Oh, app, phone.
But I don't have the app.
Then you better off calling them. Why?
Okay.
Yeah. And they say, sir, watch man, Ghana is here, right?
Yeah.
Ne Ghana SIM no and the sharing phone, but ne Chrome her number na the SIM. So on one phone he has two numbers there. That's how it works.
If they are doing eSIM, then they should give us a phone calls free now, isn't it?
What do you mean phone calls? It's just the card. The card na keke na mfa show phone. Anthony I am free.
Because electronic devices, the cost of doing it is one off.
Said the worker say, say, okay, just because I don't use my physical card to pay for goods and services. Now me dey phone any to any no. Me dey phone it tap wa I want to scan in free my account too.
Well, but Pasmali, you see the advantage of digitalizing stuff that you incur cost only once or one off. That's it. You understand? Papa Pasmali, look, let me play the devil's advocate here. You see, what why some of us don't see the benefit of that digitalization people are touting in a part of the world is this. We are only copying, and we are not even copying it well. But personally, you know what we mean by leapfrogging? Look, when you copy something, you do that thing better than the one who you copy from. That is what we call leapfrogging. So we expect that if you are copying digitalization, you copy it and let us go 1 or 2 steps ahead of what we copied. But that is not what we are doing. No. And people are disturbing our ears with this. We are not even doing it properly. Anyway, let's address the issue at stake. Yeah, so go on. What do you want me to talk about? This is just by the way. Papa Smiley.
Abi.
Hello?
Abi.
Yeah, are you?
Who tell me? You see,
yeah, I'm here.
Oh, can say me about leapfrogging, right?
Yes.
Very, very beautiful, right? So they all kind of know. Say when you, I say when you learn from the success of other people, it is also it is not just only their success. You learn about their failures as well. It is through their failures they picked up and then they came up on. When you learn from their failures now, you identify the things they did wrong, and then when you are going forward now, you don't commit the same errors, right? You don't.
That will give you the leapfrog.
That's right. But unim baby. Obia onya waking into that level of consciousness, no. Say one when say you school exam paper now when now do paper man say je na so now so ya wo dia an when ya obe copy udin no index number nyina your microphobia sa right?
Yeah. So those type of characters are stupid people.
Yeah, Abi.
Do you understand? No, I'm giving you my homework copy. And you copy and fail. Are you normal? Are you serious? That is what we are doing in a part of the world, Papa.
Still, here healing. Oh, name is done. Say artificial intelligence by some people will just put their coursework question in it, and then exactly as it comes, then they will go and present it.
Exactly.
Right? They will just go and present it.
There's a software they will put into.
Walai waswechi beshi nada waswechi beshi abi, right? And
so that is what we are doing. We are
healing. Why?
Oh, but personally, well, I mean, you see, what worries me is about what is happening in Ghana. Do you understand? That is what the Japanese did. They copied and leapfrogged. The Koreans are doing. They copied and leapfrogged. But we are copying. I won't even say ditto. We are copying, but we can't copy it well. Then people will be disturbing our ears that this is what we are doing. The only thing Africans copied and leapfrogged in that is mobile phone and money, Momo. That is the only thing Africans copied and leapfrogged in that, which I give them credit for all the time. Because when Africans developed the Momo concept, it hasn't taken off in this part of the world. That is how we should do things. But you copy. Papa Smiley, anyway. Papa Smiley, we are not helping ourselves. You see, the problem we have in our part of the world is that the people at the helm are not managing to solve problems. they are managing to impose themselves upon us because they have the power. They are only relishing in the power. They are not using the power for solutions. Papa Swale, look, the past 3-4 days, I've been so annoyed about the Attorney General that sometimes I don't, Papa, I don't see, the character.
All right, Abby. Abby, yeah, let's do it this way, right? So that me catch of Abuedino, whatever the case may be, we are looking or we are seeking healing for such individuals. Because hey, my brother, let me illustrate.
I'll be very charitable with words.
What I want to do is right. I want you to use what resonates with him to provide him the healing.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Let me. You see, this guy, by virtue of the authority he holds, has commanded the IGP. Has commanded the IGP not to arrest people. Papa Smiley, you've driven in Ghana before, right?
Yeah.
Has commanded the IGP not to arrest people who cross red traffic lights. 1. 2, not to impound people who misuse the road, mess up the road with their cars. Papa Smiley, you know, I know. You know the level of recklessness and lawlessness people drive and handle cars on our roads in Ghana. Am I right?
Yes.
So if there is this authority by the Attorney General to say don't arrest people who cross red lights, people who use the car anyhow, don't impound them. His reason for not impounding the car is this: that when the cars are impounded, the state incurs what do they call it? Judgment. Papa Smiley, let me illustrate this thing. Now, I don't have a car because I feel I don't need it. But when I used to have a car here, I once gave my car to somebody, a friend here. And when he was driving the car, he drove the car on a cold shoulder. You know what a cold shoulder is here?
Shoulder is you know go on man.
No, cold shoulder. You know cold shoulder on the road street here. You know what a cold shoulder is. Where if your are driving, your car is having a problem, you can safely park and fix it or sort it out. Okay.
And your friend your friend the cold shoulder and hard shoulder.
I don't know.
Hey, I say
hard shoulder. Yeah, you use the right way. Okay. Yeah. So this guy parked there and he was caught by a plainclothes policeman.
And that okay. Undercover for Nibia on.
Exactly. So because that policeman was a police officer, when he caught my friend, he was talking nicely to him. My friend said he was a nice man, but you know what the policeman did? He called for reinforcement.
Hey.
My guy was not challenged, he wasn't doing it too, but because he was a plainclothes man, he called for reinforcement. Okay. So when the reinforcement guys came, it was one of them was so sympathetic to my friend because before they called, they might have done all the checks. You haven't committed in. He was flawless. There was no fault to him. Do you understand? Okay. So because of that, they impounded the car, my car. So they impounded the car and told him to tell me to come and collect the car. Papa Smiley, I'm in Croydon. I had to go to Walthamstow to collect my car. So I went to Walthamstow police station. After finishing with the police, they direct me to a different place where the car was
parked. The car was parked, yeah.
Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
And when I went there, you know what they do? They impounded the car, I think, less than a week or so. You know, every day the car was parked there, where they parked the car, I have to pay.
Of course.
Exactly. And where the car was parked was not controlled by the police. So they have an arrangement with them.
Mm-hmm.
So, Papa Smiley, I just opposed that to what this man is saying. This Attorney General was saying. Papa Smiley, we don't think through our problems. The issue is this.
2 minutes. Why? Abi.
The IG. Yeah.
2 minutes. Name call Natibongo so. 2 minutes.
Okay. I expected the Attorney General to liaise, collaborate with the IGP or the relevant stakeholders, and say, okay, the current solution for traffic things are not working. Let's find a more effective way to deal with it. So they all brainstorm and come out with ideas. That I feel that if they have said, okay, Accra, let's build, let's say, car impounding park. 4 in Accra, 4 in Kumasi, 2 in Takoradi, 3 in Tamale, and so on. When they impound your car, they take it there. Do you understand? And give you time. Every day, like they did to my car here. Every day, if they give you time to go and collect 1 week and you don't go, every day the car stays there. You have to incur extra cost. So they say if you hold a hammer, everything looks like a nail to you.
Mm-hmm.
Because he had power. You see how. Professor, I don't want to be using words this time.
I'm still here healing. It's use something resonating with him.
It is so
Why?
bereft of ideas, so bereft of solutions that sometimes you cannot understand these people.
Abi,
This thing could have created jobs,
why?
you could have addressed the traffic solution and so on. But Masmali, people like this, how do you talk to them? Because, like you say, we expect them to know better.
Man can't expect. Man can't expect to know better. Man can't see.
No. You were saying we have to heal them.
That's right.
I mean, somebody is supposed to heal people himself needs healing.
Unya who be that was half one son who yare. Emra, Pharisee for the day. Oberjaman for no choir. Now him say Yesu. No him says uncle for they should have known better. He knew. But however no. Oh, Uncle no. They were so ignorant of their ignorance. Until something must happen. Jesus must prompt them to begin to reason. Until he used something that resonates with them. That is their law. No, kasaye. The 1 year bonnedan onto war. And then we saw the magic that happened. Abe okranka intimi to bonibi. Ko to bonibi pe won so be right? It when we are providing healing, no matter who the person is, try and figure out what you can use. I be resonating with only
yes, Papa Smiley. You see, we are talking about people who are supposed to be.
You see that is where we get it wrong. Emra Ekrom has say Emra or humanity asian. I'm say BBC and I'm say you call or him and call him and or Simra BBC and where were the experts? Okay, so I case no. So okay, maybe what? I mean, the fact that someone is an expert in something doesn't mean they know it all. That is the thing that we would have to understand.
Yeah, so you see, so that is why you have to consult.
Of course. Abi, T. In this particular case, use something that resonates with him to let him know, say, he has to consult. Okay, say, you have to consult Keka. It might not work. Say, okay, I accept it. I have to consult. But you put it in such a...
So a whole attorney general in situations like this.
My friend, attorney general.
Decision making. He doesn't know that issues like this, let me consult widely. Let me
see that
with stakeholders.
Such expectations, it gives us more pain instead of we trying to heal. No, we holding such expectations hard. Abi, what home so I'll get back to you. Why? I'll get back to you. Let me go. Enko Nati Bongo, eso. Nati Bongo, Bamaso.
Papa, I drink it, sir.
Nempom to say me.
I'm doing good.
Excellent. I love the sound of I'm doing good. I love that sound. Yeah, I love it.
Baba Smiley, quick one second. I want Agosi to tell us whether he can cross red light where he is anyhow.
America. Now, you see, what I was it to you. Red light I see me.
Yeah.
On say red light to cry the send a idea is an extension of say what drew junction mean yes jina. But I don't say
Yeah.
there are udru T junction be a hono traffic light in the hono. But minimum
Yeah.
hono say a honswa you marking me double marking be a say udru hono more you have to stop. So that double marking no.
Stop sign. Yeah. No, stop sign.
Stop sign. All right. Now, imagine say everyone I will be through some marking nubiano. They don't stop to watch. What would happen on the road? Say udru obia or drive will be a drew sa junction wa. Sa mark nature say stop, observe before you move. But ultimately who san crofo bo hono mo a omo driver omo duru hono mo no answer wo mo ko. They are just going. Enti wo na wo right of way no. If say wo wa mo ani ana ho na wanye wadwen say obi a wo drive bi abodam. Na nko na anim nyansa ubehun say o de abepem wo kai mu. Enti just imagine in this particular case I be any issue. If everyone gets to that junction and they don't stop to watch before they move, what would happen on our roads? I go see boy and come on.
Accident. That's the reason why. Papa, I'll use maybe 1 minute. Na me fan cardio kan ya. Papa, ohwe ya accident be briba isi Ghana na. Yeah, said you can ya. On say I say upi free baby amiti ya udru honoma before so be main road, DC highway, stop sign e honum. And before so UTC DC highway moi say either so kwa for market or Jungle Gems and I say we know. And so one track crop papa from Maha to Jungle Gems is 4 minutes. But make my kind stop sign back traffic light 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 traffic lights before say be right Jungle Gems. It's just 4 minutes. So you see these Yahakran, these Oyibo people know. Papa, last time before so be crossing interstate into Jungle Gems are Echo Hamilton and this highway Echo Hamilton, this highway Echo Columbus, Echo Ibaby Indiana, and I also as the Oko Liberty Township and Airby Estate I see. To imagine traffic, my last traffic light, I imagine stop sign I'm about 2 lanes are. I mean, who's a young girl, you know, this black American young girl, what's the chrome moped, or moped Dodge pass, I want Dodge GB, I have maybe 3.6 liter engine B. And I was seeing any, and I, or may also know, said my wife on coming home, me car, Kitwabu, Alfa Romeo Julia, Alfa Romeo Italian, and so a 2 recap, me to purposely for speeding. Obey in China, ask for person name call. I said, or person or the family hoko. On say 2 lanes, 2 lanes is but 2 lanes, you know. Say, Osami Hona, a quino and magic.
Yeah, that's right.
And I mean, playing a minute, Papa. Yes, yeah, dear, be one couple of months ago, like at Chapa, Nege Case. Say, come, you know, Eba. Na say, Abia. Quite that Ubejama can't have a corner Saudi because you think say you have a right.
You had a right of way. That's right.
I didn't you see and I say, and I'm a junior home. I'm a check here, and I'm saying no. Minim police be out her, minim camera be about her because some because I'm a you know. I know why I'm a first one, you know. But maybe some say, is it necessary?
Is it necessary?
Just 1 minute. Number 2 the other thing I'm a call. Namenko. Unim Papa. Traffic light, you know, Hosana is the home of Pentamen. You know these people, they don't care about laws. Oh, Jina want to arrest a Caribbean man. Oh,
what took up?
You say what spinning and I begin wa papa. Before say we drew yesterday, you were one greens view I say police for tab top because once because I'm focus speed. Papa, me drew on that police are pulling it up. To me, 2 man, I'm doing something quickly. Yeah, I call my wife and I'm say, oh my God, sometimes I say to me, is too working. And yes, Ebian come me and police ever pulling me up. And Chroma soon say a chill for speeding and all that. My one ticket for speeding. And I don't want that to be on my record again because as my insurance cost through too much. So and yeah, to Papa. We see a debut at Chapa. I don't know.
I was making reference to you. Say or drive sometimes on say when you are driving in the night and a place is thick dark na uyu it's a highlight me wa ufu beam and usually ordinance and when 2 cars coming from opposite directions and when they are obias on ne full beam no the ba so mu nyina mu the full beam eba mu mienu nyina you will be blinded. And then an accident may ensue. But se ba akokra na adwen say me de minchele me the full beam no na eba na say wa wu nim nyansa no you take down your full beam it improves visibility. And the edrum pempensuo bi a enye I'm right enkwa na also the nante
abi kasa no na or starting na ignorant. I say now all kind of obi be kasa atem so we say yeah before no when papa edi enti na ma me gina ho na manya vim say ka we man inside me ho ade na madre ko click back to whatever that we have learned so many months ago.
That's right.
Papa, what do you say? Say can me fail you so that that moment and within 5 minutes na let's say ignorant abi ken.
No correct.
Because I said my refuse to use ade minimum no. Mesua no. My man just say me fanya
adwuma.
So nanka police say even if police are chemi kra na the probability say car no kra bet me akopem menya accident me be ko crash obi no kra so no and also be 80%.
That's right.
So sometimes eso mo da bia uma wadwene no etimi eye adwuma kaka. So
na just before you move on it is not sometimes now also imagine all the time. Why? Day. All the time. Why? All the time. Right now, above one himself, above one himself, very adwetra, and quahe, yemfa same way, monkomo. Now, as we are providing healing for ourselves, let us use examples. Let us use scenarios that resonate with our soul, resonate with whoever you want to heal, so that they will be able to get the understanding and get the healing
Papa,
they need.
Thank you very much. This topic, thank you very, very, very much. I think I mean quite I mean funny currency honorable John Kuma. Papa, me you need them because on the fresh, I just want us to learn. So you're a politician, be a woman. You, I mean, who me this hard and Papa, me points I made the casa way. So Udre just me call Kumasi, me call Ghana na once my wife was free Kongo anytime be me cook me drive it that road and me and this MPP, very beautiful edifice. Who say yes. My sister here Juma were just on government. So that's the reason why me used to say adieu we are. Me person me dey ebo yi pa because of based on what we can say. Senko obofo. Odim say adwaniti no. Nke ebe de pa ke bi kran ko be hu yi. Now, Papa, my sister me na odimachi eye adwuma wo a just on government hospital. Anytime we be the reason why not just so person I don't know, because I mean, fun, we just make fun of it because she didn't want to travel. She got opportunities to come here also on blah 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 and all that. But now she want to travel based on this. Because Papa, the number of kidney infections. You see, also this idea we are rampant in Ghana right now, kidney and liver. kum Ghana for papa. No based on alcohol, but some products are free. Yes, you say cola. Ubia no akwatena baby or say or didn't who cola. One cola drink. Anyway, and bitters so hard doors on Ghana. Ubia akwatena for baby. No chucha dunsini. Now wa papa tasha go home or say bitters. Now what the people be abo and na amount for consuming a DDM money win. Sometimes to heredity genetics, some young say yes. Say previously no or family no sa we na so one show DDM one share one fast to an amo your bit many. Papa, the number of cases are sister Eka. Any cancer ye king we and yasam ketwa. Last 2 weeks, my woman, my 3, and Mrs. Samo, who say more or breast cancer. Papa, Tio, me can't me build me points on me call too much and then you can draw me back. Now, my who say MPP fantastic building this wall, come on. According to just $1.1 million in a Como because just so sir, I want to see a drink for fear to go the CDC. Papa, you know was smartphone. You all have smartphone. You can go to Google right now and then type EBR dialysis machine. How much it costs? Papa, it's range from 3,200 to 10,000. You got 10,000. I know they're the highest. Papa, your calculations viewer $1.1 million. Papa, and yes, Mimi won't be that. So what I say, I just want us to ask ourselves how many Ghanaians and who says can it be that? So we can't want to say, oh, now, I'm not saying don't build a party office or ABA, but said the any ignorant. At least you have to think that no hospital where you have to be better match me because John Kuma will have a nice house in Ejoso. So bet my be holidays and holidays in the be better match how much If you do call Ejoso government hospital, see I do call honum. No papa, your corner say they don't have the accoutrement. You the better wa. I don't know. Say this logic cannot idea be no suggest you call university cause here. I don't know papa smalika was see Ebiana John Kumana or here sa healing na ye can want some reprogramming because you know what? Party ni mo jano adults who ni move to the sense and my own reasoning ye. And papa, Yamin papa when say papa when him say ni hoba do no me na ko Germany anka just government hospital the amount of money and the V8 that they using come invest says and papa how much does it cost say unya sa this leukemia I bet me aka hona ka just one no you bet me determine this leukemia if that hospital is standard I can bet me determine say no when you say you say you bet me why say no not your kukru na Germany papa this kind of if that's the pastor decide you medium person using based on say we say if John Kuman himself say idea we and I say obey yare ama we ni wu no wu na papa e see share bibi frame say you can't healing who dia then SS idea way it me be healing for especially these politicians because I'm asking myself what about the people who cannot travel who don't have money to travel to Germany they will die and we have so many Ghanaians because say ebia ya de no kwa no ye nya machine betim dey determine tem ebi ni honom to wawu na isi party office e dey see $1.1 million papa it doesn't make sense to me at all so say yenim say and you know kwa we have so many Ghanaians politicians that's why mama just say system no they are not trying to make sure say your hospital you making sure say be see one hospital nyansa wo mu a bibia wo mu a say president be yare kwan de betu kwan a e say it means serve as a first aid e di mano betumi aye we have so many politicians who menka obi aya o see Mr. Atta including even Professor Fizi John Evans at Mills she didn't go to hospital on your war and near my yeah I can bet myself in life we came back and even blame Professor John Fifi at Mills death on people Abraham Yenim say tooth cancer. Papa, the number of Ghanaians dying these days because of cancer. You know what I mean? Here. So, Papa, so these are the things I'm better make us say. So,
Okay.
a politician be not a uakwenya, who could do baby na wakwenya. Think.
Okay.
No, who say? But what would you show? Don't come away, Papa. You did not, you didn't to come with dinner free. So, I did not call. I crack of Papa. I go far plane. Look at the distance from Accra to. So, if we have, hospitals are a big juma, a standard. Machines, a woman be beer at me a year. I can't be a bit my save you. Wait, a bit may ask you for maybe 1 week before, even if you want to continue wherever you want to go. So, Papa, me you should say Abuano. Now, Odin says, I will be by. Maybe I made a minimum, maybe I shall be a Quebec. A just government hospital. Me now, Konya buy, you can't buy your power. I should have used all my power to make sure, say, hospital base and that. Me who told me, because Papa, I had opportunity to meet Senator J.D. Vance. I like this man a lot. I don't know. I don't know. Because of anytime I'm used to me boni dimi. Me call office for, I cannot say it here, for Ayibi Kakra. Now, me do what first thing I'm here in the car. Papa, Chevy Cruise, LT, limited, Chevy Cruise, small Chevy Cruise. The one we started doing, Senator, this time we do, I think, package this Ford, Kakakaibi. You know, these Americans, they love Ford and all that. Like, some Mercedes, they come doing the Ford F-151, because these people, they have money. Or better, rap bank, you be because or your senator. But me do a Chevy Cruise be white to be, Anna, is she wanna, now, Mr. Kobe, I say, or say, Kano, I know the college, and or toss, I can. And I was asking him, I didn't know how upgrade you. I say, why? Why should I have to upgrade? This car can take me to wherever I want to go. Papa.
Yo.
This week, Papa, this week, I was so sad to the sense, Kwaudrua, Easter, the number of V8. Papa, healing now, can you reprogram any of them? Because we still have people that I'm not saying that there's nothing wrong if you love any political party, but what I was expecting, let's say, it's a bit of questions. Such as me MPP sympathizer, yes. Because baby, I know me when people insult me because they think my government is in power. So I didn't tell my terminal. I have to ask me from people that talk about a lot of questions. Why this thing is because Papa, the number of V8s I'm counting here. Oh my goodness, Papa. You see it me drink a crap because me for Ghana as someone, a young guy. What's this so? What am I mean for size? I know Ghana is 67, 68 years old. Me for Ghana as a young guy, what's this so? First of all, Papa, we had my Kakabia, we have what V8 them. What's what catching you now? $2,500 a month. What free car, which is Upia sended or rent Embra, it automatically you go broke because what refuses to believe according to your means. It's Ghana, your man, Papa, you be a bias Ghana. No. So, getting company for no, it's me a limited some because factors are my thing in a Bosnia. The Omoba no maybe try to say, oh, a Bosnia. Say June. IMF 600 million back. I feel a man phone call move. I feel a man for Babeto V8 here. And Papa, that's the reason why it seems that Yankupon, some say Yankupon, I mean Yankupon, Yaman for Bompire. I could be on man because of a movie mismanagement to be Ama on to be quarantine or no Bompire into Ama Yadia de bit will be a papa. Yadia bit will every him regardless whether you're a politician or not. But Papa, so share Yadia your politicians now. Say maybe a MP and I'm a minister. A signal warning to me.
That's right. You.
Papa. I know their role. I know someone from a wise family. Or yet cancer survivor. Right now that I speak. She lives in Korongo right now. The same thing will happen to you because I said, "Yama party now, right? We cannot perform." V8, Papa, the American healing, make a movie because I was also asking myself, say,
that's right.
Hey Bianca, and light 20 I can be maybe a papa, I will. Soviet card media day. Come ring don't but because Sabi, I'm still learning and your baha and someone you can whether insult. You know, sometimes they will come here insult and all that, you know. Sometimes we pick some of the things now, which you say, no.
That's right. That's
So
right.
and I'm enlightenment here, can you do still now, who say I do wrong.
A work in progress.
You don't see nothing wrong with it. Officer MP and he deserves to drive V8. He deserves to build a lot of houses because Ghana no it's what team so go DMP it's so CCF it's what do Mako go America no go it's what do Mabe go America cause na papa
I was see fasi o Mr. Why
the man who see but so who do ba betra America me MP e wo Asunafo North me de me mam ye no abegu America me yere ka ho papa e be de na akra bi tibia si e ko school no o mbe ka tro say honorable Kwasi ye wo problem bi wa ha wo say ye bo ye school ye hu ye but then I think can't jam up because me baby go school me baby they having a good life. So until say you be mra, you be amended laws, I bet you we MP. This is what we because I've been living here almost 15 years of my life. I've never seen any senator in the back. You can grab your internship or you know, research to be. But so now other countries so go school in an area. Ebia wa migrate. Ebia we free her. Akwetena hono person born abroad boy citizen or that's fine. But say a happen JD events best in the back so or they call Ebia Finland so akwetena go school. E discuss and said and what there. Papa, we need to reason again. Thank you very much.
Yo, I was you Anna Mountain and Kano. Mze and Yanu Bebre making mention of John Kuma. Enya John Kuma nkwana ewu wiase. Enuanum bebre efremu politicians have passed on among other things. But as I always say, death has become more of a cliche. Just say the real meaning with which wasenka owu edema yen atiasefo no it is some one way or the other thrown out of the window. When you read scripture, our culture say it is even better to go to a house of mourning than to go to a house of say excitement or say party. Now there's a reason. There's a reason behind that. Me share movie be another time. Or say or call see it. Now on one of the tombs, you know. And Troy Ayatro Gusu will say, where you are, I was. And where I am, you will surely be. She say, the Tibiano said now, said the Otiano, I was once like that. And baby, I said the CCI also Ubabe Count. She said, one day, a baba at all times. Na the minim, and I said, and Nico saying, a cliche. Owo should be an awakening for atiasefo kyerɛ sɛ so wohunu sɛ unua bi afiri mu a it should be an awakening, a call to remembrance to you say also hwɛ na toto nneɛma yie na also wobɛyɛ deɛ bɛyɛ also wobɛkɔ. Now in hindsight akɔyɛ sɛ wohyɛ wo nayam akwai se ohye onayem na wahunu se obi aiziti from ono so ne nayem na oni kro na ofri ne nayem baaye no wan form yi the organs na build very well e won ne nayem the very moment I obehu se obi apie aba na wan form well no ho e na wo se wo nye conscious hey oya waking say there be and I was saying, Miss Mehena, me building my organs no while in this place before I exit. And yes, sir, me Pia said the branchy way. Obebreno, sir, na me subi a me bre asensa. and we go to funerals and we have turned them into another party as well. We miss the learnings that we need to make from a year ubia wawu. And we go through the same problems every now and then. Next abe asema wakaye no aye asem asabe bi eye leapfrog na ye ka ho asem no. Enka ewufo na omo kɔ no, it should have been a leapfrog for yen atiasefo. Now, there is a particular road here in the United Kingdom. I think it's the A40. On that road, there was no cameras on that road. It's just a 40-mile-per-hour road. And people were just speeding anyhow on that road. Accidents were happening. A lot of people died. Now, they sat down and they spoke to the living. Should I say? The living picked some learning from enipa dodo na ewu ye no. And what happened was they decided to say there be de speed cameras ebeba ekwan no so. The speed cameras ebeba sa ekwan no so. Now, you know how speed cameras work. Say me speed ya say 40 a metima ko 60 70. Maybe drew speed camera ha na metia break. About 40 na me twem wi a na masa wo so na me ko. So the accidents were still happening. And I'm saying we can't allow the dead to be wasted like that. Intimi ma wufuo no enwu saa wa bra intimi nhua bibia ewo. The federal no, they did the average speed check. It was our kwan so. Now with the average speed check, they measure the time with which you move. It takes you to move from one point to the other. And we several cameras along the way. And if they have calculated, say if you are driving at 40 miles per hour, you will move from this point to that point in 5 minutes. Let's say you drive from that point to that point in 2 minutes or 4 minutes. Actually, let's say you broke the speeding regulation. And when that happened, it has reduced the number of accidents on that stretch of the road. What does that tell you? The dead, they are constantly speaking to the living. But, in fact, we can't hear. It is only the conscious that can hear the voice of the dead speak to them. Enti enei ebia said de John Kuma eye mfato ho no tank wonim senko wo ba wi adwatira enko wo hwe hunhu yi mesenya politicians enko ana sa abewe ekoma wo ye nyina memeti yi ekoma me wonso ekoma. When we bring it down to our individual levels, how would we relate to such a be? Yanko Sam, eswe, na Sam anso emo yanko kakra. Sam Safo, otimenka bamaso.
I drink Kessie Papa by an idea meet here.
And then why title? No problem.
Yeah,
What's it? T. Say someone when you hold the boy. When you say one.
Oh yeah, very interesting.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Learning a lot.
But
this is the first time I'm at Tinti.
Oh.
So casa and register.
And register.
Yeah, cause so anytime when you chance we are kind and register.
The American obetimi asa aka bene bio. Saka. Some aka kakra find no. Make us a cabana, I can say.
Say obomo now. So on say I don't what TV any day and call who see
okay, all right.
Maybe something like that.
Obofo nim say oberi adwetira enka ohwe hunhu yi.
Obofo nim say enka very
adwetira enka ohwe hunhu yi. Sa. Hunhu yi. So Ebere de bi bro ho. Unse na nse na mhu se me so kra me so mete be kakra mete be pa mete be.
Oh, everybody, I
Sam,
want to be here.
Tehudi, what?
Yeah,
I'll come to
yeah.
you. I'll come to you. Na menko bema bene wa eswe. Na bema bene wa ewia mako obosomfo enso ewo Finland. Bema bene wa sa wote menka na why ready a bamaso.
Ajen kese papa.
Na boko de.
Ya me na don papa ya ho ya pa.
Good. Bibi ada no ko. Na madam di ne baby ne fa na ada no ko.
Asemo. Ya de ya rent for do ani bi wa hati.
Mo de.
Ya kwan se. Ngofo be from rent. I so mo ya China for me. Omo be bi wo hoti ho.
Ya man so kakra why?
Oh, okay. I'm the phone no e wo ani mu kakra. Me wo me fie ha na wo Central Commercial around it no rent for Nkrofobia from more rent. I'm from China for. And mo your friend is saying buffet bi wo ho nti ya de.
Da hona mo kwatena kakra o. I see. Na ni ji ho de.
Oh, that I say, while I'm a made dry, I couldn't do what did you want in you? They are queen now in Canada, that's one in you. Maybe they dry all their cocoa in a okay. I think and the Honda. I'm going to say, I wasn't a benefit. I home coaching in every. Oh, but however nice, however, buffet and eating beer, well more, and Tino. Daniel Pipi has to be
I see. Now on say yeah, can we say no? When it comes to relationships, that some people are saying there should be some adventure. Some
that's right.
In the relationship. Now and if you are the adventures better ya motai.
Tina ya baba me kaza chiremu otwi mu no.
Okay, beba tell me answer. Obosomfo ya de otwi se. Obosomfo. Memo aba mo answer na drew so. Obosomfo so timi kan o mi to ho. As o ti dem kan no.
Meti
okay.
Said nyanka maybe say ni wa a break tree. Lawyer deal with it.
And who do me fan coach you, mammy?
They just say Kwabna.
Kwabna.
The adventure ya will be said they just say elder. You fan coach.
Elder boy you. Okay. Elder boy. Elder. There be asem who here. Who is ano? Very important pa. Yeah, who drew. Okay. Now adventure ni so say say adventure ubetima fa ne say eye ade sonko bi a every now and then you would want to discover.
Okay.
Send me kasa ade what ase akokasem.
I said and before that said I want to aname.
And see Nkrofo bi say the world is an adventurous place. And right. It's like a book. The very ones who stay at one place, they just read just one page. What is that called, cousin? And who would you say, you know? Also, for us, orient me wa. Juana de Biamoko, Abba.
Oh, the reason Nuna say, was that because and I'm a Jumana may have been doing agra, met my case. So, but or more any type of this beer or pese, one cast out pese. Yes, I my coa basically, the beer yet misses a dish at Biana pese, and apart from say yeah aduane wo fie no wokɔ hɔ a ɛhɔ no ma wo kwan ma wo choose aduane a wopɛ sɛ wodi other places in it say bɛka kine na asefo no sɛ ɔmo aduane yɛ one way nti sɛ wopɛ sɛ wokɔtena baabi didi na wode w'ani kyerɛ hɔ no deɛ a na woayɛ ready sɛ wopɛ sɛ woyɛ kɛse nti na ma ɛyɛ a hɔ no deɛ yɛkɔ hɔ no saa na ɛteɛ but aside that no yɛha deɛ no it's like that yɛnkɔ adwuma bi a yɛkyinkyini museum so ne n'asefoɔ kurom a yɛwɔ museum bebree old museums wɔ ha bebree nti sɛ mabuku African Black Museum koraa wɔ ha sɛ Sunday na mɛkɔ na yɛ a menya kwan sɔre ntɛm nti na ma menya nkɔɛ nti museum deɛ yɛ a yɛtaa kɔ na yɛakɔhwehwɛ nneɛma yɛwɔ Black Museum ɛfrɛ no Mundo Negro that's a black word museum nti ɛno na ɛyɛ ndɛ sɛ yɛ a yɛbɛkɔ nti sɛ biribi saa na yɛ a yɛyɛ
all right
ɛyɛ nkwalaa no so akɔ park so na
okay na ɔmakɔ di agorɔ kakra so you
Can I ask maybe 1 second question?
Hey, Abi.
So that Black Museum, if they give you the choice, Akufo-Addo and Nkrumah to be put in that museum, which of them would you want to be put there?
So far, no menya nkɔ hɔ nti mi hu nneɛma ɛwɔ hɔ a
Yeah, but decide if we have to select one of these two people to be put there. Which of these two would you want?
Say yɛ black wɔn sɛ Akufo-Addo ɔyɛ dark kyɛn Mahama nti so far yɛ deɛ nka Akufo-Addo na
ɛbɛ Abi question ya will be say pa question we say what is the premise for this question? When you do bɛkɔ akɔhyɛ hɔ no na wakɔyɛ chimpanzee ama yɛ Abi when you do bɛkɔ hɔ wakɔyɛ chimpanzee yo bɛma bene wa yɛnkɔe ɔse ɔbɔfoɔ onim sɛ ɔbɛwi ado atiri a ɛnka ɔbɛhwɛ ahohu yie paa saa asɛm we say with examples evidence scenarios no whoever you will want to provide healing for no you use something that will resonate with the person and provide the healing this very moment. So one episode the heal ho so a fa heal ho. Yenko.
Yeah, yo papa me da se. On say me tia busuafo so mu tie nyina. Adena ne se ye kasa yi no. Uhwe ye politicians no a omo ana ye de da bia ye ne omo wasem. Efi se so uhwe oman mu a eda ho no a efri tititi besi sabre no. The politicians be betena so if I say political party be back konwa so na wote so a the other political party no man asumu nyu no da enya adwuma one man nya sound mind back kokra enti no ensem a obeka di agu nanim ase obetena so a pe na sa same ade no abeto no enti eduru sa abre na eso okire mu a na akoye te sesenka onu hunu hye o bawi adoa no ti ni da aboa bi na efre na adoa no se munim aboa akorde so bawi
me so chechirim aboa no a chechirim aboa no ja
eye wuro ma aboa se munim otwe
wa chechirim wo de wo kire ya de nti kire why teachers
me say aboa bi a efre na otwe no ni nua ba akọ na efre na adoa no the same omunyina the same size eti ni tinu na se ohun so obawi ni yanko ohun ye ka so ohun aboa ti a wo de atugya ma wo hye ho no na efre so ohun enti ye so ohun se ka obawi sa adoa na ti ne de a nko ye ni ye ko titi ni ye ti ko ohun ye enti na ma omode abu sa abe no enti da me kire se aban no ana ote ho dada no ne ma na oye nyina no se we no hunu se oba na sa de na abeto no a nko triti asem no ye nko kan efra ahontoma one ene dum so abagana ene ya ye ka se ye wodum so mu dum so no nipa mpese sa word no no a manufacture in that time of fabricating ye no sa word ene so wo fa the asem no na de abono a o si buo on ti bi da na se nko onim se ne ebeba be hini atfo no se de eja hini atfo your friend is saying aboa bi no a enka sa abere nka wa mfa dum so kora nto so enti sa abro no eso mfa so no no enti ɛno na mpanimfoɔ tena ase de bu bɛ sɛ sɛ nka ɔpanin nim sɛ wei ɛda bi bɛba ama ɔno no nso aba abɛgyina saa gyinaberɛ hɔ a ɛnka ɔsiesie hɔ yi sɛdeɛ na akwasi de yi example no ɛnyɛ John Kumanko a nipa bebree awuwu wɔ Ghana sɛ mpanimfoɔ no bebree awuwu so ɔmo atumi asi Ultramodern hospital baako pɛ a ɛwɔ even Kumasi G otumfoɔ sɛ etu na afre Kumasifoɔ ma a ɔmo wɔ akwantuo mu na ɔmo nsa mu obi sɛ mommra mɛboa me na mensiesie hospital wɔ mmerɛ a yɛwɔ aban a wɔte akonnwa so ɛnɛ bere a John Kuma was part of that government enti sɛ nka ɔmo mpo nyinaa so mu yie ɛna nka sika bebrebe yɛ a yɛbɔ din na nka ɔmo de mu half po kɔ hyɛ Kumasi G mu anaa yɛwɔ afare 38 military hospital si yɛtumi wie na yɛakɔmɛhyɛn na nka function ne nneɛma a yɛpɛ sɛ saa yi no yɛ no a nka adwe so tu hɔ no nka yɛbɔ mmɔden de John Kuma kɔhyɛ hɔ ebia kutumi survival kakra apart from John Kuma no mesi nipa bebree nso afa saa nneɛma no ma wo ne nyina firi sɛ ɔmo ansiesie baabi pa ama ɔmo ho anhunu sɛ yɛ no da bi bɛba a yɛn nso yɛbɛyɛ nipa efisɛ nipa ankasa sei no wode wo ho a saa bere a mewɔ ha a mete kaa mu a me drive mebu me ho sɛ me ho ɛden ama baada a mɛyare no ɛhɔ na mehu sɛ sɛ nipa bi a na mehu no kwan ho a mehu sɛ ne ho nyɛ den bi a na ɔno koraa na ɛpagya me nnɛ because mafɔn ama me mu ayɛ ha anaasɛ mpo no sisi yɛ ano baabi a meda no saa nipa na bɛtumi apia me because ɔno na ɛyɛ saa adwuma no enti sɛ yɛyɛ nyinaa nya saa adwene no sɛ ɛda bi bɛba ama me nso magyina saa gyinabere wei na ade na meyɛ no meyɛ ne yie sɛdeɛ ɛbɛboa ɛbɛbenefit yɛ nyina ɛnɛ no for example papa so wokɔ Ghana yɛakwan nyina nyɛ na politicians no nim sɛ wɔm no ɔmo wɔ cars papa nti no sɛdeɛ tam bi ɔmo sɛ sidu nketeɛ kootu yɛ sɛ woka nyɛ anaa woka sɛ yɛakwan yɛ eti ɔno no nim sɛ ɔte kaa papa mu nti sɛ kwan ne nyɛ yɛ kura mpo no a it doesn't care ɔfa ho koraa enti ɔno no deɛ da kaa papa mu na mmom so nim sɛ da bi bɛba ma no ayare ɛwɔ n'akura no ase na ɛhɔ no deɛ V8 no kura mpo no saa berɛ no ɛmɛn wo anaasɛ ɛno nyɛ wo na wotwi nti no ɛnam sɛ kwan no nyɛ ɛbɛbobɔ mu a mpo na ɛbɛhuruhuru abobɔ mu a wobɛduru hospital hɔ na wawu no ɛnka ɔyɛ dɛn kɔɔyɛ kwan no yie nnɛ sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ obia bɛtumi de Citroen ɛne Renault afa so bi ɛnyɛ V8 nko a but yɛ no Africans no yɛn nko a ne ɔman a anaasɛ black Africans no yɛn nko a ne nkurɔfoɔ a apart from South Africa no yɛ president yare a ɔkɔ hospital wɔ baabi nkɔ Morocco yɛ Moroccofoɔ ɔmo nipa nyare mo ɔmo mfa no nkɔ hospital ɛmma Spain hospital da me ba ha menhu sɛ Spanish ni bi yare kura yɛ ba ha na kurom ha na mmara bi ɛwɔ ha sɛ wokɔ hospital yɛ free nti no na amanfoɔ anya ɔmo problems binom te sɛ ɔmo mbɛyɛ ayi bi a ɔmo tumi firi US nyina ba hospital hɔ because ɔne insurance wɔ US hɔ a saa de na ɛbɛcover nti ɔbɛyɛ no wɔ Spain ɛha deɛ no yɛ free enti akyire na ɔmo ayɛ mmara sɛ gye sɛ wowɔ house contract wɔ ha for ebi a 6 months ansa na saa de na akɔva wo ɛnyɛ saa before no deɛ na amanfoɔ firi US nyina ba hospital ha enti no mepɛ sɛ mekyerɛ sɛ ha deɛ no ɛyɛ equally like US deɛ no ɛne UK deɛ no yɛpɛ ɛne France deɛ yɛpɛ nti obi ba hospital a wɔnsuro but yɛ kurom Ghana yɛankasa yɛyɛ free education ɛnso yɛankasa yɛmma yɛba kora nkɔ bi da but yɛtumi ba bɛgyina public space na yɛaka akyerɛ wiase nyinaa sɛ yɛayɛ adeɛ yɛ implement free education na nka wonim sɛ wɔfa ase no nana binom na ɔmo sua adeɛ hɔ aba bɛyɛ daakye a wobɛkɔ pension na obi na ayɛ president a ka wobɛyɛ ne yie nnɛ nti ɛbɛtumi aba bɛyɛ sɛ ɛne nneɛma a yɛyɛ no wɔ ma nom no yɛdua nnua bi na yɛadwene ne sɛ yɛn a yɛdua no deɛ yɛdeɛ yɛnnua yɛnni bi yɛdua ama nkurɔfoɔ bi kɛkɛ na mmom sɛ yɛma yɛadwene ba so saa de na yɛyɛ no nyina no ɛkwaa san bɛsi yɛn so a ɛnka yɛbɛbuild concrete road because yɛnim sɛ yɛka biribi a yɛfrɛ no concrete road a yɛnim ade korɔ but yɛnyɛ ne saa yɛbɛyɛ no kwan biara sɛ nsuo to ana ahohoro no nanso ɛbɛkɔ aba na bɛku yɛ ankasa yɛ driver na sɛ nyɛ nyame na yɛ adom a nka Dr. Mamudu Bawumia ka ne yere wuiɛ but the driver no deɛ yɛso wuiɛ but maame no deɛ nwu enti kyɛ sɛ nyame na ɛda n'ase sɛ maame no nwu nanso na ɔmo te kaa papa mu o na ɛnam sɛ kwan no nyɛ nti no enti sɛ ɔmo no nim sɛ ɛba abɛto ne yere mpo na afom a nka ɔmbɛyɛ kwan no yi sɛ ɔho enti na ma mpanimfoɔ no bu bɛ sɛ sɛ ɔbofoɔ anim sɛ anaasɛ saa ɔbɔfoɔ no nim sɛ ɔbɛwi adoatire no bia ɔno ankasa bɛwi bia nka ɔyɛ dɛ
ɔhoho yie yo ɛma bene wa yɛna fɛ siɛ why
nti papa mede isi no masɛm ne sɛ ewiase wei no ɛsɛ merry goes round ade biaa ɛkɔa na ɛkɔa anaasɛ wiase ankasa nampɔfoɔ gye se asase no ɛda hɔ no ɛyɛ kurukuruwa ɛtwa ne ho abere biaa na ɛsan twa ne ho a bɛsi n'akyi nti na buroni ayɛ ade bi a ɛfrɛ no GPS no saa GPS global positioning system sɛ wo no wotwa ho a na sɛ w'ani so bere wo a wonhu baabi a ɛyɛ north na wonhu baabi a ɛyɛ south na wonhu baabi a ɛyɛ baabi a gye sɛ saa de no na ɛbɛkyerɛ wo sɛ baabi a wowɔ no ɛha yɛ north ɛha yɛ south tete no na yɛde awia ɛna na yɛde kyɛke wokɔwura mu a wohu sɛ awia bɔdua bi ɛsi hɔ a na ɛhɔ no ahye no na woahu sɛ no ɛhɔ awia na ɔkɔtɔ ɛbɔ 3 o'clock hɔ no awia na ano ɛde nti baabi ɛtɔɔkye no yɛ a na ɛhiti hɔ nti na woahu sɛ ɛhɔ no ɛyɛ yɛ friends western part nti afei deɛ na wode akyɛke sɛ ha yɛ western deɛ a ɛne ɛha so bɛyɛ dɛn ɛbɛyɛ east nti na gye sɛ woanya north and south so aka ho that is how tete no na ɛyi so na buroni atena so ɛhu sɛ asase no twa ne ho nti ɛsɛ sɛ yɛnya global positioning system na yɛde yɛ nti yɛ nipa no sɛ sɛ yɛtena so na yɛdwene yɛntuntumfoɔ especially na yɛto yɛnya global positioning system sɛ asase no yɛtwa ne ho a ɛkɔ asan bɛsi n'akyi nti wodwene adeɛ bi a dwene ade pa na woyɛ ade nso a yɛne yie na deɛ wobɛdua no ɛno a na wobɛtwa papa bɛdaase.
Thank you very much. Bema benewa. Na ansa na obeko no hu. Mse Professor B. Right. There's a story almost say Professor B na omo kotna aeroplane mo na omo ti aeroplane mse omo plane na na bia information ba say aeroplane bia students bi ana a building here the students and oma o kire oma de ana a building sa aeroplane no Jack omo ti ya kwa say wakotena aeroplane bu Ghana ye say aeroplane we Ghana for na building here ahwe ya ye mbehihiro na wesi free aeroplane nti obi a si na car professor no ono nkwa na otim ana yebuza say na no wonsi no so if these my students built this aeroplane I know it won't start.
Nyari e start to cry and betu
ono ani say the students no na build the idea ene enya dia e beji so da na what they call the other side of the story they will build you something and then they wouldn't use it because they know say it's not up to standard to be a omope. Now another ma emre bi atwam myself and big man Achibobo, we were campaigning for something said we all have to eat from the same bowl. Natural nature and we all eat from the same bowl called Mother Earth. And if there is anything that we all should eat from the same bowl, we all eating from the same bowl. Nature say we will eat the same food. Oh, there be share. No question. A woman say, "You know, eat from the same bowl, which is Mother Earth." But then we be the ambisi, we be the fufu, and also we be the fried rice, and also we be the Adriana fufuro, right? Say, minu mienu ye area na ye call hospital. I don't say you know be I able to the same word. My son and say Kwame UG enya accident. UGMC and so on from University of Ghana Medical
medical center.
In fact, when you look at baby, or Danoa, in fact, right? It's a very, very beautiful place, right? Now, say, Oman ayare, Nesibia, the new call, Oman Ghana, Ako Hene Yarea, on the Yanfanin to baby, Ubia, a better, right? I know said they will have a very special place just to be able to keep him so that he will have his privacy. Maybe I know because what was so Juma when he is there, right? It's cause you did with the same boom and don't say we will have the same treatment. There be. Or King Charles they were talking about giving him the best of cancer specialist among other things right here in the United Kingdom.
Okay.
So but they weren't taking him out. Well, he was even thinking of going the natural way. That is also another thing that we can talk of. Now, in a sentence or two, right? That's right. Proverb we were baby. Or say, he who must destroy others to succeed must know that destruction awaits him at the gates of his success. What does he say?
Papa said we are Namdi Kakai. And no Namdi Kakas as no Yetesono, a Krukua, ne Ikana Huabribia, ne Ikana Hua, so I sang Quabi Sinachi.
That's right.
Adibia Ubediano, and one our bed, Ubesetra. The Oka Treme say, Doom so Abba. Now we are aware of it, say Doom so bad, yes. Nene, say Doom so chrono, Baba Tui. I just say, Sadina would hear propaganda tube. And one Abba and the Abatron, until and Kao crowd and put a many what. And Kamasi me what to horse. Sadi Abba to me because I believe me na me money. The Indian was I have to give it another name. A befitino. Nanka Ohwado. I say no dear Yakoboswa na koye watibidi. It is anete papa.
All right.
Adibia what the best say a nipano. And I'm so wunsu nipantino. Sadinu bia ne the best sell when you get there.
Okay. All right then. Thank you very much. Bema Benewa. Na yanko Obosonfo. Eso. Obosonfo. Say Otimenka officially. Bamaso.
Adwin kɛseɛ papa.
Sɛ ebusuafo
sɛ wote me nka. Ɛyɛ na yɛsɛ ayɛ awɔ ne nti ɛyɛ na me ne nti me nhyɛ da mba soro sa.
O sound no yɛ kama. Why? Okay. All right.
Ɛyɛ na akwesi Yesu sɛ ayɛ sɛ ni a sɛ last na ayɛ sɛ ni a ɔsɛ emu ɛnda hɔ no. Na se be ni headset ni mo.
And the muda ho. Me very certain so or ten come so pa. Why? Or ten come pa. Yo, I was on phone.
Na papa say umpo mu ye. Ya fi wo. Oba na we ja ho na ukọ. Na ibi mo be say chire sa.
Mo hwe na mo ho adwotire no ho yi. Eno ana mo wie de a mo hwe na mo ho yi. Why? Ho yi. Yankwane yamonkomo obofo nim se obahwe adwotira enka ohwe hu yi pa se wode esem we eye healing na sen ana ade befa yanko
ya papa me da se yeso de onim se na nano madaro mo nti boni bi ani ya fa na reho sema esi wo Finland eye nse me de to Obama 24 radio platform ni so a 12-year-old wako shootings wako tutu ikum 12-year-old pupil of school na ebi muso prepra recently no modern research nearby say Finland is the happiest country nze last year kan wasem na maybe say ye ka happiness na any happiness who determines the happiness of someone na last year say this is 7 times omo enya inti last year now munya no so no say we can wasem ama me a reference to crime no koso no the poor social services their inability say ye protecting Nkola and I made particular reference to Nkola who are suffering from abuse and violence in Finland. So I don't know, and then I now more our multimedia rating is the happiest country. No? And it's in there. It be so SAC. I hope that send now walk no. Never be say is a wake up call. A boama amount for preventive measures na the to queen. I hope say on be calling him say papa say make no. Well, where I'm coming from. In Hiampo Sebia Obeka say wo bansana wetimi anya abadaya na say yara hose mama cause yankola ni bebre wo school mu a e say nanom na ebo ye ho ban ebo nkola na ho ban but e bi obi so na still yara hosem I will say we need to talk about and make sure say binifo be yen hihye to give protection and security to these people because abofrana nka se obekọ we was anaso ko numundru boni anaso kwakọ ya de boni but oko school se okwakọ sua nimdie e dia build a better life na se ohono so no ntimi nya sa basic security and as the basic protection to steady na yare hosem. This is not happiness, and I believe say authorities would work and make sure say at least in the schools to make sure that students or the pupils are well protected at BC intensities. And also historically, shootings be brain and this is school or Finland. Ibia with vocational college and I say University of Applied Science and I say one of the universities shootings there be brain and a cost in that education sector. We hope somebody and share manabwa papa.
Yo
na me come name no bene de minim bunti sa buni biem na mintie ni ye na wese
ohoho nim se obawe adwetira enkohwe ehunhu yie
ayo hoho
obofo sorry
obofo ni hwan osra obofo ana se obomofo
hunter obomofo.
Aha, okay. I saw bomofo wako kwa yimu akuku aduade abafie no. Ena oho no bebiara na asania. Ono de bia na okay. Eni papa na ede na bema na abase adoa wa ho a wodi aye nkwan wie no. Na enko wie kire na ono na oba ba winiti. Na se niti no so wan hu ni yi a ade na odi kan kwan no ko se adwa
se nyon na ye nkwan no on se story no ne say am se me chechi mu earlier on
papa yana nan mu baby no enye real ebi ni mu sheda
to what nya bote say na story ne tie right me aspect story ne say de me city no ni aye papa no wono no eche mso onamwuramu ana ohu se afidie no ayi saa adoa no enti eyi saa adoa no ana otwa ne to ana obi adoa nanum no de hye adoa nanum ade say se wagya nan egu adoa nanum enti na wo ba ne yonko bomofo ana se ne yonko ebofo efie so obedru honom no enigye so ana osoma se o ene omunkɔhwɛ afidie no omunkɔhwɛ afidie no se eyi enam bia enti omukɔye na omukɔyi adoa no ebaaye no na se ne papa na akwana ba ne fie no na fidie na eyi saa aboa no to omukɔyi saa enam no eba fie no a omode ba ye aduane no so on ohoho onye on be ye no omede waduane no ono no wabia on papa ne ti edem bonkomo ana ma no so de enam no ye aduane enti omode ye aduane ni wie ye no ana yes ebe ohoho with in grand style no ye de adoane ti eto so enti wodidi na bibia ne se omie adoane num na wonhwe obi e na chese ne nsemone na wodi ye no and the shabu num no enti saa beno is there's a story behind it and that story brings the ebenu home and na ma cheche mu kakra no enti na obofo enim say ɔbɛwi adoɔtiri a nka wɔhwɛ ɛho ho yie. I know say many people may have other sides of the story, but this is what I remember being told. But I think that to me, it makes reasonable sense. Koso.
But Papa, asema wake eto asumpa me das ne nchirichiri mu, but say we obomofo anase obi a wope aduati anase wo we so de anka onye bibisa o. But eno na ye ka no say ono no wan dwen enhu say ebia itire na o ye ne sa no ene ye de ba beto ne duane so ama na ba bewe. And in all no, it tells us say in every situation, no, just do good, think positive, and stand straight, and that's a straight up. Aye ni sefata. Emfa ho. You say aboa ne kra no ebi a me kwa me ko spiritually. Ebi aboa ne kra ne sunsum ne wo ya aboa ne kra ne sunsum ana ne krampe. So if spiritually you can even also be such considerate now. Onye ni awo ye no. But in the physical realm no so no. Dia wo ye physically edi asai bribi. Anase ense emfata no. Yes, say wo ye. I think that it's a proverb here. It tells us to always do good in our own ways, whichever situation you find yourself or no. Don't think say if you dear way, there is no way I'm going to be a beneficiary of it. And I don't need to focus on it or pay attention or even contribute progressively towards it. Well, maybe I'm not in that class. And all that. Where I read someone now is here last. But you be our hospital in Kaibisi for you. No crampo de I make you home in Tiasi. Oh, Finland, Hammer Wako Hospital, your dictatic, your debut or home. Almost in my any operation. Free, say, free Finland, Echo Ghana. Say, Obi Aye operation, similar operation successfully in Tino. Or Eden, or Kogana Kwakoye. Ye operation man and in Nansa. And free more out of complications. But meaning that hospital now say whoever is there. Ebia there could be at a point in time I say ebia menka say or no particular, but in general. Say bia onya kwenya bi say bia bibi o hanko so siesie ni ye o fi at that time na. One year because say bi officer wanya kwenya or ba bi to kwanya. Don't say enkonko wiechre no osa akọ. And it applies to the same people. Politicians here now can say Atamos, PV Obeng, Bisaata. Munina petty shock be an say attack be omunya ya omanya that needed way response in Intino or mafemwa. But they had opportunity, they had that political power to implement in Myanmar, a bit near providers send can rescue services, no. But on 1 year, intermediate papa, and in the DBI Bamaswa, yeah, we always trying to make sure say, yeah, amount for especially people are here the resources need to me assure monster say, or munye ni self and fata, say neighbor on one case. Because sometimes, you know, also packages are here are linked to more positions in the year, and sometimes more free. But what him say, maybe Bamaso ye discuss it, say, nipa wo say, come the na, and a ordering, and as or mere and a ordering. Okay, sir, topic no. And I will say, yes, obi or mere, nay, and say, common dinner that. And obi or also a common dinner. Now, if he say, a biani obenyano, obey dear ma ibinka. Inti say who bet me I conscious. Now what make sure say in every situation I will find on say be a bibi na dia ma se fa ko ebribia. Ni di kan obe dwen akonkan ahwe say nye me kwame me ye di o na say bia just immediate benefits bi na mepe. But the long term and a generational omo mu di chire ba no so no. Ade a me ba be ye no ebebo omo. Enti se oye bomofo a onim se aboniti enam a wo wi ana se ade a wo wi a eni enkensi se utimi ye no just anyhow na se wo mishandle sa part of aboa no or se utimi ye ni but se nya ade a wo wi so na se ye de to ebia aduane so ma wa and they say obetimi are rejected without any issue be. But in this case, idea always and no crown SIM in one idea already you see there and it tells you how wicked people are. Now in this case, in our funny case in the crown or no one dream say one day we cry the mean reader. A boy with the mean reading to that or maybe I say. In that case, now I would have expected say okay, or any baby beer and us or any ope. But in this case, always open in nam always. Wa we are kwakọ buy a boni man ka oba be ne nse ne detechrema na okohu ni a saponi a wo di no enti when people are beneficiaries of system or not say let's say non-progressive system and yet they fail to make attempts and as efforts to make it more progressive to the benefit of the collective people now, then it's wickedness. It's wickedness. But karma, laws of karma, they come to suffer from their recklessness, their negligence, and their wickedness. Into Ghana, in Nehemiah call starting an answer in line with the politicians are move free and sometimes all the things going on. I can feel that they are not even happy. Especially those who feel that they have all the wealth, they have everything with the powers that they have or no. I can still feel that they are not happy because the system, they are not an island. We are a minister of finance, minister of energy, whatever minister, not even the president, no. You are not in isolation. Sometimes you're stepping out there and you feel the security and as you see the securities around you now, it makes you feel sad. We are president now, so we see Abontina, security guards and all the entourage now. He also say we are unique person. But none of them can rescue you because already even you don't have that protection. Services available. And you've been to Atamel say been said in pick up bucket in the call and all that. But who cast the security. Papa say nobody will go there because the security is there though are very tight, but none of them were able to protect them. And he said people in positions and I said in authority, that's omunya to me and that's omunya Quenya said they can put in place progressive systems that will help the masses now. They shouldn't forget is that they are in isolation and I said they would never benefit from that progressive system or no. Inti Papa kakra meka
you the
politicians especially because and America no or my Ghana no even send ye kano nsamanfo omoda nsamanfo mukra no political policies are ye no e affect won na wo atiasini enti say wo my Ghana na say ukra political power na say when ntimi en use no productively and as a progressively now, you also suffer out of it. Papa make manfa me say I say yeah discuss issue no. Maybe some say so what is the solution? And kaminya kwenya na me Ben's album of four na Papa would him say and kameka chen say nya wo ye ne jai nye. As I say onye the of sound mind but more of sound mind you know. Yes, and then your homophobia no be treated adwanity sao. In the year can maybe there's a particular homophobia why yes no. But there are a lot of fine homophobia or more. They respect animals, be it alive or dead. In the papa, ye can people edi amount for or many more adani adwatina or moyen in your mopeno. You bet me anya bomofo or no na dwen abobio or no abadaye netema e wa dwen pa ema adwati ana.
Okay, all right. You what was for yeah Brennan
nka o mama just quick recommend because you can't adwati na
yeah who baby a wo kono ana anya ala nkojo chiramatia na wo ka se ono yo obo
say na make is ya o hia akufo ado ne ba omia Edi Ghana foye adwati. Omunim say omoko ba no 7 December. Omwa na ede 2 minutes eba more and some number 2 about more. And internet from 2016 pe kwanya ye de Akufo Addo ne baumi so in the baumi no kra na is your economies nanka.
All right.
$1 is euro ne do 14 cedis.
Thank you very much. Obosomfo. Thank you very much.
Okay, would there be second round?
I don't know if there will be second round. 7 o'clock, I'm running away. I don't know if there will be time for. And I think we are an hour ahead. Okay, but I won't be able to go the whole 8 o'clock. Why? Thank you very much, Obosomfo. Ansana, I'll get to Kwabena Esono. Board chairman. Or watch the Okran still and what the whole year Juma. Or say, as I grow. One more time. Kwabena, right after that, I'll come to you. Bye.
Yes, you are here. You're my say. I saw bronze, bro. Yes, one year out. Get the eye, you're my say. I say, Miss Wiriga. Okay, get ready and to man. What I did you see? Oh, now you what I say, Miss Wiriga. Okay, get ready and to man. What I did you see? Oh, about party at Tarasha. When it been bad, and no one is saying I'm in here. Upon GTC, just swapping. I'm a brave boy, it's when the papa be Olivia. It's here where you come anyhow. When you have to be up and umbre, the swap by yourself on a yana more tinting. And did just do blood and them. Who comes through crowd at them? I do fruit, mountains on the devil for bed too. Asagros, bro. Yes, you are here. Daniel must say, Asagros, bro. Yes, you are here. Daniel must say, Asagros, bro. Yes, your child. Daniel must say, you do not see it, it's your castle, you do. My name is Kaya. You do not see it, it's your castle, you do. My name is Kaya. Now, dear boy, in your master say, anybody may get you, my name is Kaya. Now, dear boy, it is so near, it is serene, be so near, so near. Then you may say, I saw Grosso, I am bro, Sagrosso, I am bro. Yes, you are here. Then you may say, I saw Grosso, I am bro, Sagrosso, I am bro. Yes, you are here. Then you may say, yes, you are what for what I Unyagi, so I will above one yammy home. And you are back by above back by any bankoya. Yet in the guy, a janya, and I see a life for. We ain't even out of way. I won't say no ground. Sabros, there, bro. Asagros, bro. Yes, one year. Then you must say, Asagros, bro. Yes, one year. Then you must say, oh, before you son of a great, I go around wherever. Quiet. Oh, before you son of a great, I go around you. Yes, one year.
Yo, one more time. Or say asa grow as neye abro. Vate bel me say me say bel woman a doso. Or say enquire da tando and so SB and no. Ana obofo nim so ba wi ado atra ko hwe ehunhu yie o hwe hunhu yie correct kwabna sauti menka bamaso
aba adwen kesi o na chief justice ni omo maka mpacho omo ho ye de
ye ho den pa ye ho den na mo so e
me de ja omo yi mi pemu omo ja obofo fi omo se spring break ntino omo ko na ja bomo fo maka fi se mi kokum wa koton e de be ya ibinya bidi atia za omo ja bomo fo ha nje bibi a me nya mi tuo to na se bi etimi kunam so de a ene obi nka se puduo nche ba puduo so hye de a ibidi dwo ntino eno ne asema
yo kwabra ya won komo wate nto omukọ Ghana na se omu America ho a
omukọ Maryland omukọ minia boy no ho Maryland omukọ akọ have fan
okay all right that's good now when we are working with the seasons so before we go to obomofo there no if we are working with the seasons so say o season ya ye wuram say ya o spring me boa
spring break
now our body mu say new things are springing back to life, right? Trees na hamani nyina ewu no say onko hwe na say esaba na esaba a season of rejuvenation, a season of rebirthing new things in this life. Now we can't be separated from nature. We are part of nature. We are part of life. And see, if this season is a season of rebirthing new things, rejuvenation, a season of recreation, what are some of the things that we need to recreate in our lives so that Ghana a bit more name?
Question in here, and answer.
Question. We are wait them the proper question na ma answer no akọ.
How do we proper? Oh, Papa said here, and ma unse bibia no say bi nyina wo ho ya hu say bi ebetimi ho say bia ade bi ho no mo a eyi a ebetimi abo aman ne enya emo aman no na nka nyina ya ja so obehwe nansen ya be na otwimu a no be ya ebi a wahu say ntoto sto nyina wo Kumasi mu na yempra Kumasi abontin nyina so ni nyina ka ho bibi asa de obekọ na ebi akuru num enwura atiatesim eni ade ka we kwamse ne nka bebo ansa nka wi ananka ya ma fire service for enso di nsu awo huru kuru num nyina kama na nka kuru num ate so enti nso nya asa de oka na body nya nkofo ahyehyɛ ne bibi asa nka nipa kranti asa so a ono a be clean no ono a ye bibia na bo se bibia ye kama ho enti asa nipa no esi ye hwe ni isua nature se de nature ye ne niam nyina kama so hwe abrofo a o de se niam bebre o ma invent wo asase so a eye nature e no mo steady e no mo de se niam ni nyina so hwe plane se de plane tu se de bibia ye ne ade nyina o mo de o mo hwe nature so e na e bibia ba ye no de opposite engineer problem ade bia ya kasa me sure say yensem ade bia ya kan kai e na abrofo kan se de ane ka se nsem a ene niam ye kwa asore kọbọ ho mpaye no se nyankopon nyema ye no ene na buruni a hyehye ne pepepe mehia adwuma mehia wade mehia tete de ohia bia no eno ne nye nyankopon na ese oye saa niema no oko the other side ya ye nti mpa ye saa mpa ye no ehia for niema is nature no ye hwe nature so ye bibia say according to papa nka bibia be kama ama ye man no ka nenso no damra ye di nature e ware 12 year wusu de ye wo kwan twa nti papa ye ko anim no aka obomofo asem na obomofo nso nke ne oyi obosomfo ya akoran mo na obomofo aka nsem kakra papa ana de bia me na bren wa we ne na kan we de bren wa na me kan papa na my imagine say ebi abeko be this year mesa di nature ba kwa ba asasi so say me wo ga ebi say me wo no afi mu na wona ye hwehwe din na ye tutu din na say din na say me de bene wa aka ho na na nkwara na twi protest the protest no ba na mgaje say I'm not carrying the baby inti no si eja ma ma me mum no tusu din no nti a obi no wa say din na ntimi amamu a na say nkwara no twi protest nti mpa cho aya hwehwe o na convince o ma me fakwadwo kurum yini bi convince o baba bene wa kasa no ho o kana sem ni nyina di kosi ba bi na ade e ha ye Ghana politics no ho nature ebia no say o se dum so bai no ebi no de propaganda sa na obi no wa propaganda ni anu say o propagate bibi so ho ade a ye ni ho no yenye ho propaganda dum so no na ho ana ase ni ho na ho nti se no obi antimi nya ho propaganda na propaganda ne sa ade e ni ho na opese o ya me sa ade ne wo ho no e na so ye propaganda na ma mko yi ho propaganda secretary no so ho enti niema bi ho na se ye ba na se ye se ye nto ato adwene ye nka na de kofa ba bia de bisisi ye nsan koto amama jo ma amape na se wasem na kan ni nyina no anko yi ensem a ye kan ya kofa John Kuma as me fan se me ni gina what say as deputy minister na bia me de atame se gina as president pa kwasi emisata e gina as vice president na me de a former prime minister papa we kura finance obosom fokura bu ni bi maybe Obin me refer the first name no na ono okowu no awobina wa okowu wo kwanchen baabi na nka ambulance ketu bi na nka bitimi ehia na ede na ko ade
PV Obiana
PV Obin na open di no
PV Obin na me kana se ma kire wi so hu eti se pa na se bia unya obi a kwanya se bia wanya 19 years plus o de ka ho a 27 years so hu na se ne ma ni nyina ntimi ama na bi asam ne ba na abdi asam ne besi ne poma sibre na ntimi asam na ntimi akọ nanim no na bi akọfọ asam di be fefa ho pe na we ne political pe obo nsa afi asam na we twe ne sre na we twe na basa na de ko yim
baba me wa me to home Mr. Now oh menya what the political if you have identified so in the political menya what the political make yours a healing process. You want to heal, if you want to use it to heal yourself, use it to heal yourself and let us learn all together. Yanko
yeah me who say when it comes to yemfa say be fa West Africa kra at one ma ope nipa o madwen ye adwuma e bi ewiasefo nyina kra bu o mu a Ghana for na e bi abaka se o moda number 1 e kwan e fa so ye niema se bi a ye be se ye niema bi ma niema bi ye yi a alata for kra se se ya nyina gidi se o maburo chiri kra se se na ye Ghana so hu e se papa ye o niema bebre ho no ma se ye betimi se enema bi we se e de enka bomba se de ha ye to abawi a abane ya to awi se ye to abakra na baba wo UK cheka se na ye to aba the atmosphere ene niema wo nyina no enkyere wo kra se ye to aba obia dwin ne niema ho se kwan be ne be fa so ama UK akọ ni mama se America akọ ni mama se wadwuma ye de ato wanim se ye no eno na ese wo ye se ye ma sa de ne kọ ye ni mu ahu ye dwen sa dwen ne kọ ni se bia o enye bi NDC na wa ban mu nti se paper we kura na ese me de kọ na mi push ne kọ ni na o man ne kọ ni mu a me de ba akọ chempase ana me de ba akọ ye propaganda ne ana me de ba akọ ya de a ye be che okwan mu cause obofo ade no papa na aisa tete no na bi akọ afum na akonya namo a so ati ase bi aisa ode kwa ahemfie na bi a ye twa wo de ma na ade kọ okono onim say bi ha de me na meku aboa no nti bi ebe ne kama ama me ye twa papa ma no okoya wo hu ye ogya ne ti na wanya na papa okoya ne twa ne ti ne de ma no say ne won so chefa wanyani e na ode koye story no e ho na asam no no nti se person man Ghana ne be ne ya papa maka cho say it doesn't matter o say MPP aban we wo hu so I'm so betu Ghana ni bia $1,000 a month na say e kan o makoma say so o to obeti ogu bibi ho a they will vote against them. It doesn't matter. It is all kunya kwenya say bia say baby a wo a ye de wakwa akwhye no adwuma say wo ye say ye hospital ne say ne mani ade ni nyina na say wo ye ma o man ne ko nanim a you don't want to ye adwuma no because you never know. Papa bi wo e friend say way station honum ka Japan station honum so mo plan of papa achi ase hwan na ye say ye de ne ko hospital no na ye pachew say ye mie kwam e ma ne nko papa ha say so kwaje license a ya kire say the ambulance kra ba e say we park na ambulance de kon because you never know nipa or that ambulance ni mo a ye de ne ko ebi kwa na ye o maame ebi na ye wo ba ebi na ye wabusuani bi nti na say wo makwan ne ye de ne ko say de be ya ye be bonso be ko ni afro say oni na na dam enti no say ye honom ne de ye de sare ni di ye de pese ye bia so ba sa niema na niema nketenkete we ne say tietimi kirekire ho adiketi ho say you never know nipa odaka ne mu ayede ne ko ambulance ni ho na ebi ate say ye bo abem mumre kwa mumie kwa me enko a ebi na obi wu a ye gye ne nkwa you never know nipa na oye no ba say ye ho no ne de afa kwa na say nipa na akonya ho no ma obesi kwan na ka kire o say ye nyina edi ekwan mu no ade na ade opese obisan ye ho na wokọ say ma ya dwen no ho eye te say nature say the nature say the spring abeya enema bie kwam ema flowers ep nwura ep na bibi obi anam ne kwam say the enam na papa say ye chekire twa nam na so okọ na so obomofo twa nam na ma wa obeje nam na kama ye be ma nice place say the nwura ye be say kama papa ebe di shade be ba ami nyina ya kwotena se papa ye say the ye ka enua kra edua ayi no say bia ye say abrochire obi adan bia obekun bia minimum ba yuki de edan bia beku bia ni ya ni yesi bia beku bi omum say yesi dan na ebi ebudi aba akototwene ye yesi edbc hono papa ye hono sa na tie dia na ye dua no kra na yesi bia ebesei we ebebu ato ha ebesei enti papa asema maka nyina ne say enkwada na obde bia maka say enkwada na omo ba no ye enkwada na omo ba no omo na ebi ebedu ba bi no enema bebre hono ma obumu say bia ye no ya anya ade ti bi o mbe hye niema kama se niema ambulance ba munyina kwan na ye nko ye say ni se niema ni nyina abekọ na ye mfa bibia nya MPP ni NDC papa niema ade ye ha ye Ghana pa ba ko pa e mo man nko nanim no papa na me ka kire o e MPP ni NDC sa mamu na we nim se we ye twina mamu se we ye so ne meni die nchim ne meni no papa na ha mo man senka senkrofo ni mienu enya akwanya ehu se yanwe man ne ho nkwa edim ne yanwe njirima ne ho a ka ye bekọ yanim na ado etire na asem no papa me de ma no bisi wa ado etire no akoye se obosonfo ka asembi na ye dinosaur papa to ati agbo bi e fe ne dinosaur no
ya hwe ne wusinim
hwe ne wusinim se am se bi du ba bi na owo asasi so ba edu ba bi ofi system nim ekọ ebi anam se dinosaur no ne obomofo etenya akwanya ema obomofo kun no ama dinosaur no den so mo ani wu ye dia papa ado etese bi amfase nyina woku manase ye wo 24 platform yi so na akwanya ba na me kwabna ko nyina ba bi na madwen wo mitirima se kwan bia mefa so ametwe akwantufoɔ aba efom no eno ana me ya papa eno so wo ne hunsunsuanso ena se wunya akwanya na se bia me promote ama akwantufoɔ nso akɔ nanimu a eno so hunsunsuanso ho ebi a me fa ne se akwantufoɔ ebi kura na akwantufoɔ aboa me de magina pempenso bi ebi a no ama me leverage bi ama me de aye bi so ho ba se me gina sa akwanya no so ema me de adwenbɔne ba mitirim se ekwan bi a metwe akwantufo aba fom no metwe a me te say dinosaur e be do ba bi no me irrelevant umo se bi enema bi ana se nka o bi nim pade ade ma no na eni ho ba ma hwe hu se obomo oh ana ni din ne kra ne obomofo ya kwa
obosonfo
ene ne nkrofo no adwen aboso na ode kofa ayi no obomofo no saa obomofo no ewo na wa manyoku no ma na okọ ahayo ede bua amayoku ne Ghana nyina ene na obofo no ai na just na ode ado atire ene ba koma na manyoku no na said ya mekan no your political dinosaur ewo ho akabe 9 months se nya koto abani bie na se die be kwa kosi bia ni si a 4 years ebebe bi mu no na say 3% ne ba ya wa hwe 3% na oboso baba be ka say see have retired from politics na say the dinosaur have come to an end the papa
yo
said the miami na nabre wa e kan no so ye bibia ya de pa so dwen pa na ni obegu no eno ana abitwa mako a ubeti mako so bia tomatoes nso a ubeti tomatoes papa me da ase
now say interesting thing a woman say odua mako a onte mako baako ubeti mako bebili udua toes nso a ubeti toes bebili udua buroba
mako na ya ubeti ade ya dodo zaneti
na che say a multiply effect say oka say oba nature within nature nature there's a huge multiply effect within nature udi semen ana egu oba hema emu right but eba bontia enye semen and eba something magnificent than the semen is coming out. That is the multiply effect. So whatever that you put out, it comes back in multiple folds. Kwabena, thank you very much. Obofo when him so we are do etra and go share every ye papa yebre no yebre ene I'm not going beyond my scheduled time. Eti mama Isaac ne say Bibi ne Isaac. It was Isaac first before Bibi. Isaac Bamaso.
I don't guess here.
Good one. Never called here.
Oh, Nyamiado.
Sweet. Yeah. You. And every night, every day. But however, you would have to say something. Obofo onim so ba wi ado tra. Enko hwe ehuhu yi. Sa asem we say. Minim enzema kra ye be kan say. Na say odi tuyefo a ana say ye de ye hu aduro. Na ye hu no say whatever that we are doing individually, collectively. It will come back to us. Say another back.
Yeah, Abebo kesa. You know, Abebo biano, kesa biano sa ebeno ewumo. You know, yeah. Into I was married. I quite to say oba ni tumu odin. Na odi edru egu ni kuna dua ni mu. So niku eni no omu. Na Nyankopon nyansam mu no aka so wo de ma menti mienu bi na me sorry enti no obofo a wako bush wako nya nama so na adwi mu no office bi oni bi enti no oyama ama other people abedi na dia ne koye de no won say no say why mistake. Because at the end of the say, only my uncle ye. Send your no so. I didn't start to know DB so I didn't meet men am ye, Nami ye. You you say, Utu a do bonia a big one, no, a bino. Because and I'm no abbing. And I'm not abbing. Then I'm Sergeant Bonnie de turning a change to me, maybe. Now, any politicians are more when na akwa koye one week because ye bobo names na akwa to say oh adena ye man na personal bi to say bia politically no party bi pe na omunkofo den ewu na adena etwa ha the politicians from nananom ebroso so mo nim se bia o obewu ada Ghana ana bibi bɛyɛ no ma ɔno so yɛde na akokorobu ɛma na akɔwu ada hɔ yɛde na akɔgyi wakɔwu ada hɔ efie kwante wakɔwu ada hɔ ada hospital wakɔwu ada hɔ anka ɔmo ba ɔmo dwen because yɛn nkɔfo no nyinaa na ɔmo nya chance ayɛ yɛadama ɛtena so 30 years no ɔde sika nyinaa to ammunitions no ɔyare yɛ a yɛde ne kɔ no owu da pray mu pray no tu ya na owu da mu na yɛde ne san yɛ yeah, African politicians no much more in the sense say omo fi so if you ask no mo nka ho bi o hwe obete bi lamta so no so wa ba mu owu ye so one na Ghana obekwa akɔwu ada obi man so kojo ban road wan ko wu South Africa because yare na hyehyɛ ɔmo ho na nam sa adwombɔne a ɛwɔ ɔmo mu nti no ɔmo fi so ɔmo de ɔmo awie yɛ sika nti no saa sika na ɔmo awie no sɛbi yampa mo ɔman na ɔno no obetumi akɔ aburukyiri akɔsa no ho yare but ebi ana otam no enduru hɔ nti no politicians bebree Ghana politicians no hu sɛ sika na mo wia no mo ma yɛmfa bi mfanya ade a ɛbɛbɔ ɔman no ɔbɛbɔ ɔman no sometimes no I am a Canadian Japan. Me panasam because me no obi o ka tell me say Canadian Japan a Britain or buy all the year or but there on say politics mu no na odi aye and the politics mu sika so odi aye no so no or the size sika no e dey boa manfo or the afa manfo adwuma mu na ye nua no ma omo e de sika omo awie sika omo kogu Kenya Island ne other islands no omo to me fa more on mine no sa politicians we na omo awie ye no e ko du ba bi a eye mobo eye mobo because politician there anka bring waka assembly efa eye ho dumso ho te dumso abako na so umra so na ebi aba na anka politicians enya arrogant anka wo hwe politicians eye na politicians be so kasa dawwe utufo a ena nkofo no support but unya botra cheche wase mu a ema nkofo no do mo do mo because dumso aba na wo de ekọ refer so dumso na ba no na obi de eche obi dia na je say enam na wo ya bomofo because wo mpese enam na wo di no wo be dibi ema na ye wo de because niema bebre wo ho a politicians say said this time no abato ye kwa akoto no anya tribal yi say wo hwe politicians betumi aboa o constituency ene wo region no but yes bia me dem do party way because party way na development ma na just wo kwahin a whole regional minister wa betena afidie so yes but project 5 regional minister wo buy no but project 5 wa ye e de aboa o region no Asante region want to me amo Asanso Boachi ono so ye bisa the same thing we MP e wo Bantama but project 5 want to me amo but sir politicians way and ye no ye hu so omo abomodin because Ghana no obi nye ewiesika politicians ewiesika na okocheche man constituency efi so omo anya de enene enam na obomofo no aye den atoto a ye nyina because one to two ya wo po wudi no anya wo de enam na obomofo anya ne ye no wo wo di bi no anya wo de because enam de ye na ye ne ye a na won so wudi won say yes enam we de ni pay onu aduane we de wa ya de
yo
ye politicians sir and if so politicians de bibia o mba ye bia no nti na mo wu no ye nyina e be wu sa because yes ochumba bre
obomofo so bre
baby
yo
you know papa smart what
time no sir thank you very much Isaac na menko bibi Finland this way onka kakra and then I move on to Abna and then Prince aka get to ebe me dey upon why Tibibi, sa wote menka Bamaso, Finland. Yo. What menka? Na wo go there.
Kristo adawo.
Sweet. We dey monitor ni yanko. What? Kabi mi yanko. Kabi.
Okay. Na mechanic it will be. And then say this guy no said the old boo ben also unim say obedi bia ko ye de oyeni. And the intention he didn't know he said.
That's right. That's right.
And he did it anyhow. In relation to what we are talking about, sometimes we forgot say we are doing the thing for ourselves. If I remember in Finland or somewhere, let's make a train. Let's do this. We are doing it. Since the ministers are using the buses, ministers are using the train and stuff like that. And the thing that they are involved, they do it well. Consciously, they know say sometimes me take it back, sometimes me the bike ne ko adwuma. So they say, and we must do. Sometimes we a problem do or kwan bi mo, bo hu ni solve it because they be an pan bi efa ho. But in our case, me enkosi toilet mom. Me akosi hwiti because on only feel onye hwiti. And the light ni ye anyhow biya na baby eska for ne tie no ye num no. And I say, you do na a year shim, a plant be a shim. So yes, yeah. Until consciously, that we use our word consciously or unconscious. Consciously, they know say they are not part of it. Maybe I mean father be cram easy that. Or election into crown and make a But at the be we as ne found. You never know them found. So you have to do it well. So there was this man or a business owner or ya ahoma or a rope until you rope a crana video. Adiano or yen inferior or yen ye to anate. No asan beto for to anate. No asan beto for. So do you know yes cabibri? Si can use one yes cabibro bed over 2 coin. Call or cotton ship be me 2 coin. Problem be by. Problem by now, shipness sinking. Anti rescue boat by any in go for now. Anti only all call Omotua Homama no or trip by train, Sana Homa Nibia. The old train by ship you mean I said tea Cotonso. Anyway, say he knew Zenka busy. Anka obefefete sika say me menya sika bebrenti we don't know ma menye ni ye se de be ya anka samede ebia e bi na men so mako use ba onim do me de me ya mankofo abeto so they say enti consciously though many people say eduani are sometimes so and as on because no omonye nyina so e secondary school be pain. We ate the same food, but we know how we struggle. And consciously, they know say they are not part of that situation.
However, the truth is they are part of the situation. That's right.
The truth is but consciously, they know that they are not part of the situation.
Yo,
but they bet me
Yo, baby, thank you very much. Your brother Suntin, Mama here, right?
Yeah.
Now, me can't stadium ho baby, right? Say Dr. Opuniwo Efie bi wo honom, the former Cocoa board chairman. Na omaye stadium area ho kwan ni nyinara papa ni fie ho no manim ho no pe oma anye nti no sa fie nanim ho no pe oma anye wo no omo twa ho no omo koye the other sides of the road but the area ho nyina omaye sa kwan na enti bimusa adai ana ahayin kwa de ɔmo nyɛɛ nom so sɛ fie wei yɛ Dr. Opuni fie ne hɔ paa koraa bi a ɔno ne fie no na hɔ no yɛanyɛ ana baabi a hɔ atutu no ɛnyɛ Dr. Opuni nko ara nso na ɛbɛfa hɔ right obi a sɛ meka bi a wonim the story behind Dr. Opuni obi a ɔyɛ MPP ni bɛfa hɔ ɛsiane so wɔyɛ Ghana ni obi a ɔyɛ NDC ni nso ɛbɛfa hɔ CPP foɔ nso bɛfa hɔ ɛtinyɛ Dr. Opuni nko a asɛm bi bɛba right na ebi a ɛwɔ sɛ yɛfa ofiri baabi de wofa saa kwan no so speed na yɛde wokɔ hospital yɛnuru hɔ ɛsiane sɛ woanyɛ saa kwan no nti no ɛwɔ sɛ yɛto yɛ boase yɛanto yɛ boase a yɛbɛto kaa no atwene that time a yɛde to yɛ boase no nyinaa na wuwu kɔ ano no nti ɔbɔfoɔ ɔnim sɛ ɔbɛwe adoɔtiri a nkɔhwɛ ɛhuhu yie paa abena wɔ hɔ abena open minded wote me nka bama so
mete wɔn ka
ɛne bama so
mogye so sɛ
adwen kɛseɛ
ne agye so sɛ
mema bama so a na wagye so adwen kɛseɛ em sɛ ɛnɛ ne de kan that's right ɛnɛ ne de kan mehyia wɔ ha mebɔ a
ane
beautiful na mpakyɛ wɔkasa firi
mekasa firi
New Jersey okay ɛnɛ sɛ America mpɔtam baabi ɔho yo
America Eastern America
yo na hwan na ɛdɛ wobɛka asɔre yi ho anaasɛ ɛgya wowɔhwɛ asɔre wɔ baabi a na wokɔhyia
asɔre a moyɛ a meba so I think say memne da no. I may be mistaken, but I think say memne da no meba so. Na Prince na na host.
Okay.
And he make us say na me second time. Maba so. And I obosomfo na e de me ba so.
Okay. I see. Wow. That's the power of technology. Obosomfo of Finland and our New Jersey, right?
New
Jersey, right? I see. Interesting. Now, obaye initial assessment of assortment to say.
And there I said that.
Oba first one. That obaye.
First one, it was okay. You have some bullies on board. Until they wanted to bully me, and then me, you can't bully me. So, I'm listening, and this is what we have to do. As Ghanaians in person money, it's in your conya being cofuti. Kasa, a women panity, not sergeant such and so no soon winning baby or meeting the yaba. Baby over kicker, and some natural beer. We are some honey bone fear.
That's right.
And two couples of activity. Human nature.
That's right.
And quite a so
beautiful.
No say before no I then.
Almost when you saw very hard to track and go ahead from who ye.
In the short form, no. When you send can be a baby tona, a behana or yadi.
That's right. Assembly.
Exactly. Assembly. Okay. And it makes only a point in us of fantastic. And it may start free, meaning you are free to see an assembly of kind. I can school feeding at once. But me drew honum no. Miss O'Mebony say, the vocabulary for say be ya, the intia, and you may be concerned say. Then I name the first no. The name say, a man you cool a friend MPP. Yes, me elitist. Said you more school, minimum. Now, if you be a Tihobiano, send you root to know Utra Bakwa, if you are in and your famous anamebo.
And correct.
It is a you are man you could no count or more boy. I do music and no my hoarding. It imitates a man who no man be so many, but I'm correct to feel with DHD. Na se mo ye nbu na nimtia na mo kona ne no free man etwa no ehihim ene na ehihim a sisi ayeko bibia ni ho mo ya roni beka se reasonable because minima the frontier ye sisi astroturfs na te sɛ de me nua bɛ ma ɔkasa wie bɛka kaeɛ no nnuane a nkɔdaa di wɔ school dɛm koraa ɛɛtan nipa na egu kurom hɔ no ɔmo yie die ni hia ɔmo di anim no obi wɔ hɔ aduane akora ne di wɔ school ne kraman sɛ bi oni fie na ɔde bɛma na di ɛso Miss Popularity yɛde astrotef a replace human wellness it is atam na yɛka no wɔn fu sɛ ɛnto wɔn a ɛbɛto wɔn because from 20 hɔ daa ebetumi adurume bi a wobɛba fam sɛ pum na permanent nneɛma tu na permanent death and birth wobɛtumi aba fam then you find yourself in the same predicament a wode nipa bebree atom baako kasa no ɔka ɛbaadum so ahomasoɔ ɛbaa mu na mutu ne di dum so eduru mu so no mo se daabi ɛno da mi nka bi ɛdeɛ nti na amadum so no ba infrastructure na ana management na ana machine bi ne operating here maintenance whatever it is what is the actual reason ti ayasa aba back to dum so no so hu su so no enyuma egu na ko bi anye mboso me nkronkro akwa ko when nsa nka ne ba no na wanyi sɛ na win dey go through na obi ewo na ne bewu a obetim pakrase any fault of their own electricity as will be the $1 million egu ni dem on pass na saying Kumasi ho no mu se edua bi abu post bi abu ego Ashanti regional minister useless one no ono are the same person you know say here 200,000 you have $1 million so egu pass enti da bia no ye de 2 million ni pansa no mu konya tumidie ni mewurawura mu trima omofu so mbeye bibi ama na hankofo wo busuani ka ho na na bi bekọ ho bi obekọ konfano ho bi obekọ bekwa aso ye friends hospital ho bi wo de bia wo tinkran yo emfa ho esu se nipa ni wu a enam se wo na wo ba mu mo nyina sika wo ho no eka no wo ne be sa de abeto so ses kanon ka wo de ye bibi a ke bia na na kra wa ebia obi o wa busuani ka de be hye ne nsem ama na padwuma bi aye na how na be ba so no na nka ate abofom esu it's ube no and they mean to me come you be boy if you think that this thing does not apply to you life in a circle oh frustro mo mushia wo no si for mama na be sure mo na say oh frustro na wushia obi na wanchia na de wosro no fuso be ka ache wo akoto ananya sa na ti
asem na no aka no so asem na no aka
going forward no ye leaders no ntina December ya ye be Pacho mi dem joma lanche matin.
I was saying now.
If you need to form. It's la oka o say if you need to form. Nye hwe me ma mi nsa mudi agina hoi. So mo be som Ghana man, which I don't know. Me kan so mo be som Ghana man. Ye oba obetimi aboaye. Isika asem ebeko yie. Omani mu punto environment ebeko yie. Nipa na ewo kro ho no benya adwuma bi aye na da bia enkoye se politicians say na bra ya say obi awie BSN 4 years no akoye tela obi awie BSN no kotno obi store no ma 5 million na busumi ne so ekwan obefa akofie abato ho no kra no sika ne we he nti ade nimdua wo kosua aye no nti mi afa nhwe na ama ekro no udi some stado so ekro nim aban kro ya na msa wonye ne nema ye no wo ye kwan no the scrap to ho to gata so a edura na jo a na o ma ekom do mo so akwa akotutu na adwuma wo ho mo kwa akotutu to mo kotutu no ma ton obi enti a cycle ukoka ebi mo amase o ma no mbe ye but a cycle adeni so awa betutu no enwura kwa akogum na enju to a eyiri na afa nkofofie na ebubu nkofofie etida bia ye wo hawnim aban hihye se wode adwuma begu kwam obekwa akoye better negotiations na companies abekrum ho no ma bebie adwuma na nipa nya adwuma ye no obi nya adwuma ye abra onya time kora entina wo so okoto beto o adwuma mu yama ni sika eguni botom duane pa bi na ye so tojo nya ye di atare pa bi na ye so ne ma pa no pa obenyi ni nyina bi adwuma ni ho enti ama nipa obi ada ne krono baby abekobia all angles of Ghana na yebu me see NDC time because ye adwuma ketewa bi e wo passport officer o ma hihye niema o anka wo ba process te se de krom ha wo kwayi a obi adwenboni wo honom e ho aban na ye na ade o but the OT office no what twiki machine because the machine is down but mo musi ade machine be ye adwuma it's your problem no as enye hane how esopa intina emre wo mu no ye hia wo bia wo ye bit enye hia obi dia confirm call mali bae ye obi ye visionary or transformation ideas obeboa oman no ni afa into my payfra okay because enye me bia kofuo time kofuo bi market mu ye nyina wa ha ye hu de see ye Owurache Martin Free America Eco Ghana Eco Trade Minister Obi ma training entrepreneurs obey salt ne oil a palm a se mahama mobile no moto aso a say palm no so no ka export yenyeska wo ka salt ne yenyeska wo she trade entrepreneurs o trade room na fi the banks abu and the banks kra na ekudwuma koma honum ekomo mo busia so meye oh the umbeto aso no e no mububu na we mu don ba don bi togodo na economy no the economic messiah no wa bon ma chese economy na we hu ba bi e wo
mabna
na ma we na yes yes
we dey na fo anu sima me na and my overtime we dey na fo anu sima me why
medi manusi no obi ankoto abane ma lanche Martin it's better among the two
okay.
It is this time around, it's not about political party, it's about the person who is standing in, so obey a president. Now, see a money to me now, and you more the big for no, obey more my that's it.
Thank you very much. Said you kasa, you know, when it comes to a certain topic that I want us to discuss with respect to who should lead us, you know. You'll be very, very instrumental. You say, Obisi wa ye mate. Enti ya de car no man now, no betri car no, correct crossing, driver no hosisi ya no. Ana car no so ya jifri ubinsem. Ana ya de ma existing driver, ono so obe ja car no esi hono. Na sa old driver no, mse ni wutwini laibi. Washishishi ya clutch. Ya kasi wonfa car no kokono ngo ana wode nam ayi sehwi kai yesi fa kodwo so he ya ye be hu na kai wode duro kintampo driver yi je na yi ana ya je ya ka ya de ma driver foforo driver yi so se di wotwi kai ze ebi nso ene nye ho be poswa wo senko wotwe handbrake kura na ja wo gina home no ho no person wo kire so wo skills na afi wo ya half clutch so wa mutwika na munim de make be possible twi handbrake na relax afina be half clutch wa share clutch ni nyina right enti wode car no besi wonom no mate na wo te car ni mu a driver na ya wo ya half clutch na so person wa baje car ni twi asabe kuredi mate see here me mechanics are na me boss de car no ko nyinara minim ho nyina ti car no minim car no se car no ye hwe minim de car no pese o kire mumfa car na ma me car no mumfa me 11 okura na me boss e de buy me twam 11 me twam a good cancel me ba first 1 month no can obi abafu no free tax amnesty obi abafu no free obi abafu can free now drivers miensa ya mabo miensa mienu ye drivers ni mienu right drivers mienu ana makon masem sisia but apart from that no there are other drivers omonso aja obodo omunya ntwi car ni bi da omu ni mate ni bi wo car no ho da, right? But omu nya car na omu betwi. Ebi ne ora alankojo Chiramaten. One way or the other no, ubetimi aka say oma ba ba mu kakra de nti bia ubetimi aka say no me mechanics e wo car no ho among other things nti wono so kra onim car no kakra, right? Now said ye maame abna kasa sezi ye de na kire say me emfa ma driver phone meet ana say old driver no mechanic bi a waya car no ho adwuma pen no ti say ala nkojo Chiramaten no ono kra nim car no mo nti emfa car no mo no mum. But then again, as I said earlier on, we have been programmed in such a way say we hardly look beyond the secondary identities. And he salang Kojo Chiramaten him car ni twi said dey. Na say on free party A and as a party B mu there be nsanka car no de biarada. And when we come to talk about this issue mabna ya bra never can ho asem ni bi pa. Ate bra never can ho asem. Na one other thing emresim when I get a chance to sit down we will talk about. So we are employer, and upon assessment of someone, a prospective candidate, or pay jumano. Why assessment ni nyina wi out me say kai akwa we say or certain conditions or certain variables be presently in his life so what the jumano e man sam pempens one obey very very incompetent. But you overlook all those things and then you still give the job to that person. What circumstances would cause you to be able to do that? Say we name sa akwa we say pa me year my assessment we pa kai akwa be the man will be very very incompetent. But we our assessment ni nyina wie no you still went ahead and you gave the job to that person and then he came and all that you saw was incompetence. What would make someone overlook clear indications that it says this person will not be able to perform on a job, but they will give the job to you. And for now, Bombardier, a few words from you, and then I can rise up from here. The Bombardier, ultimate can Bamaso.
I drink kese.
Beautiful. So, Nyamiado Mboko, Nanswe. Good. And above one himself, we had with Kakra or Honey Uncle. Aye.
On say medase weche munya on say asema wo keni nyina na ye keka ne hu nyina no say o kan Bob Marley ne nyuma big in small axe no so I say whosoever dig the pit no shall fall in it when you free ye onyansani Solomon ti de otuam na no na betomu ena na bibi nso ma nti with my in so many ways. So what I say? Said the okay about fire case papa on the debia and says one day we try by money by say uncle auntie on the musa so by medical doctor. And you call a school of medical science Kane West there. You find the pack crazy because almost equipment in logistics and time on business out of in many in your few. To papa is to me chairman by ya call kama. The banners no bonitinko me papa ewo protocol no nam sa ena akoye be medical doctor kra Naija ye no kwato Komfonoche teaching hospital ena papa no so nya akoma yade nti o so ko dan banners wo ye heart surgeon nti cardiologist amdo papa kwato mpai so papa ntini ya sa na nya emma no anesthesia nti any chloroform nti na ni so ewo hokakra afi di ohun se ne bana na obey operation na ya kwara say da wozu nie o say ene asamaba enti no o say ne obewu so hu enti kwambo ne ofa so a o ma ne bana ko ye no ena sese no akoye problem amano no enti sa na setena enti say wo de wo say misoponi dan na wo so nya de ya ebia honso so na ebia na enkwaje wo da to create befa quota no so no ebia na wo ba kodwane akope bia opini one bia ne de ne kra no yengu so no cause wodwen se ebia na wo ye no eti na se governance na continuum we ba no abeye it is a 1 year health system ni ya na so de wo ska obeba America na 10 hours so yare nso ntwen wo nti cancer no ne cells no be multiply obedu Atlantic Ocean no na wawu saa na tie edit na ye nkofo bubon nkofo bebre wu say ade arehu sense so mko ye health system and say hospital omo no ye fom koto general no omo da bebi ye papa enso sila on adwenbone nti no omo nkoye enti ne ye ka se o ka se papa obi ekowie ska ha Erica Martin de na wanye Nkranza MP wo ye papa wo ye adoye wo hwe nkoda ye yina enso ade ne nse na cocaine ska eno no ankasa ye de betu America omo de mo fanche se ye kraman na wo kutukan na mo de omo hwia kokunta America de kraman de K9 de ende ye adwuma no obo adwuma eti ye mfa papa nkoye bone ene mfa bone nkoye papa ha sa na tinti ye nye ye no me yin tutu no ma said ye can because if it must be done well, like downward insurance. Oh yeah, no ye was it things done but half no, it's never done right. It men can say be away in this new to be on send constitution or see a unitary state. Ye now with different tribes and ethnic groups. Then you find in Kambum, name or don't ye can say we Naka Kramekanum does it.
Thank you very much, Prince the Bombardier. Why are they very snappy and it is so detailed as well. Assembly may say we can take it from diverse angles. So the very ones who need healing from Sasem will be able to get the necessary healing. You here? And Pimpi, we look at beyond ourselves to address some of these issues. But truly, we look at ourselves and then we move on further to others. It's a very beautiful way of getting the best out of every situation. But hey, our four unim se enkobewe adwetra enka ohwe ehuhu ye. Yemfa semi enyasem kese yembubu hu every now and then. Insan say as long as we are inseparably now, I'll take it this way first. As long as every wave is connected to previous waves and still linked to future waves, na human beings, we are forever connected to beings of the past, beings of the present, and beings yet to come. Now, armed with this knowledge, actually say, a candentina na katuo. And they, it affects beings of the past. You don't know. And it affects beings of the present. And they niyama ayeye no obi timi ba was Kwame Nkrumah odane ne nadake mu a obeda ne ho just obe ye ne ya say baby am de o man ku dru ye na hwe aka Kwame Nkrumah wowu enso aka no aka no. We are making certain decisions today in the running of our nation, in the running of our own lives. And generations to come will come and either benefit or face the harms of the decisions that we are making in today. And whatever happens, as long as we are inseparably linked with one another, I can't was honor, I can't more form honor. Perhaps we will say the degree to which I may feel it will form honor, perhaps different from how you will also feel it up there. But whichever way we want to look at it, I can't. You see, you may have the resources and then you eat the best of foods here and there. But the very one
Baba smiling.
Oh, I'm running up. I don't know. When they frame me.
Oh, running up na. Isaac na April.
Oh, okay. All right.
Wait there, Mr. What my 30 seconds. What the car? Meet. And the passenger. Na car no cool speed. Na meet the catcher that but not so that speed now kono to na yebenya accident yenya yebewu was it there be passengers gumu omo tiamu passengers ayokom omo so emfa omo ayokom that but na kwa na ekọ no mu wu a passenger no ka ho no no amomodin chamante mde wase one my cans my pi mde wase one my cans my pi pa mde wase you know
abna nso bi ni die yes ma oba
so we see program no still we run up now me 30 seconds
and also for 30 seconds when nya hwe also can we say kaka crowd da we hear na me ko
baba mo questions fa o
Pacho the entire mate no ye dey buy say no so ni madwuma na ni so na driver ni fa ni so ma gigi ni sika
that's right
na so bi si wala ajo a waka chen so si wala oba gigi sika na we sisa akora we hu ye nti bada bi du ala ajo ni mala ajo ni apa ho na e do ko hwe ka so ti mate na anya ndwuma buta yesu ya driver ni fa ni so mate na ho nam so hu na chi no gigi sika ma no control passengers no mate na anya edma no na ye de car na ma wo station o de car na bonkoko e ma work station ho o be de ma na di main road na di ku nipa
bon say metie Isaac asem na ohun obeso kire say na passenger bi nso e wo car nim ohun on passengers na o mo car o man kasa
passengers na o mo car nim no wo mo kasa ye o man kasa bi but passenger wo kasa o tika nim no kasa mate say na mate na mfi na passenger ni tumi be no
I don't know when see
ena me pacho car no na yese gina na mate na bi do no na passenger na si kasa passenger want me jump free window mu se car na gina na mate na bi dai no na wasi afrum enti ya system enti so be minister or make a decision.
Not 4 years.
Isaac, I gave you only 30 seconds. Pacho, mute no. Why? Mute yourself.
Papa, 30 seconds.
I remember also 30 seconds. Why? The Miami, I don't know. Why? Abab na yene fo anu simama why?
Say o ka me sa ko ye de mess up back. Tama oba ye na say obeye one district one factory no. Now obeye industrialization we campaign no ye ne buy ne kufu ado say the priority is free SHS, where there was no money for that program. Since starting industry, any export in yes can would have gotten money near the idea they push free SHS name. It is a driver when ye a foot no I am minimum. Na mate no so me and friend say be an can the driver and say the passenger and yet ya. What me no so moko. Na te say the o kan ye no na mechanic na no nim car no ono no aye car ne ho adwuma bi acha ono no betimi aba no abesiesie car no de na si kwan no so na car na koyi But just 30 seconds.
Medasi why thank you Nati Bongo
Pope
yes
30 seconds now Pope when you say take car muso now you passenger na uhwe de we driver ni si air drive no pothole no dia hwem gwan ebia ukọ emfa ne se ebia emfa se ofiri wafa STC ewo Kumase a wo kosunyane na mo kona ebia muduru bechem kwanta ba bia ebo ne nya yi driver de we o si drive anyway no maka wontia you have every right to tell driver say we dey Messi duan kwanta why Messi duan kwanta na mafa bi atwa so we die otimu bi otim na we wankasa kra wo otimu bi na wayi nani ana ka ne kwa na akwakoye me die papa
okay
papa wa wuni me alanchirmati nyobia ye ka Ghana politicia ye pe obi obeso via de ibuni
ontika ni mukeke we comment
wa obi a wa advice driver ni say mate mi ya de enti ye nko IMF enko ji no ni ntintwia local
mo homeso me wuse enkomo
Papa Smiley Papa Smiley me pachoti
da bet
ka na wotima wotina ka ni ma wan kasa no Ghana history obi anko ye check this is the only government local loans kura wodin hwia Alanche Martin can and to man can say ya good crodo no the idea and by say young MF because baby I mine kono ye cottage duntika no team no kasa pa tinti any maswo
Oh, I think say me I'm mute too. Isaac, 30 seconds now say, but you are just interjecting. Okay, all right. I'm not my point nasipa. I've heard you. Why?
Wakasai pa, and I would do a beer in the free or see free animuso, and now no near binding. It's make corrections that will make corrections. One gave him the platform. Now will be Moshe Hawa or subsidy and the trade ministry. No, a kufu by no. The diabolical mind. When I jump on you, only 3 more percent. Alanche Martin, a baby or my penny, or no one event data against them. Ain't a project or the buy, the core presidency. So the man, so the man, no timidity, man, even with that, no crown or source of CD. What they saying about Baumia Bio, what the trade industry be a bagana, or not the Bank of Ghana, and no ye book web. And the Akofanaba, Kasakra Mamun Zonim Kasa. It's one only BBA on the life my a pragmatic, I bet will beat me a human.
Okay.
Me and Cancun, no Jai party no, my name, ya in a retire couple Neffy.
Okay.
Fear when ya yen to Minko. Now, one no queen.
You, Barbara, thank you very much. Let me to see ya. Oh, say, I quite say, Otika Muna, bia Johnson ado anase bia opese oyo number 2 obetima tie ma kire driver ne say driver me pese me Johnson anase mbese me jam nai enye se wo kan na ba bia wogina na oduru na na wagina na wetimasi da bi enye ne sa I say driver no nya conducive place na wagina na wasi afi akọ Johnson ha say kura the United Kingdom and I say in advanced countries no you need to find a service station na wati akọ Johnson nye my Ghana mu a utimi gina kwan ho no wadwonso ho no so kra no I said driver nya a very beautiful place to stop enti ebia Johnson ado e wo car nim wati mate muina na menyoso mate aka kire driver nyanya baabi bi kra driver ne kra rekra be fi wasa aka bi nti ubi dru baabi a driver no ebenya ehwa so had ye migina ye safe so obetimi adwonso na wa edebe na wasi na wa adwonso ene wusi na ahwene se driver no de wo ye woni nye ho a ene wontoa akwantu no so ebiun. Now looking at said the mode meter or ticker mu mechanical or ticker mu whatever edin komo yi no na kire se so hwemu a mechanic obi wo hon mu a wotena ka ni mu a obetimi atena mu a with ideas bia he will be able to effect some changes in the way the driver is driving. But I could dream pempensu witness to awareness to want to be awareness there be nkoya only any other option. Let's say how a conducive now we see. The very ones who are vouching for Alanche Martin will tell you say yes or take care no kasa. But the dream pempensu who say a conducive to get off no and we'll see that was when he was born. He wanted to run for the flag bearership among other things. We look at it from several angles and then we all learn from sa enkomudio no kama na mepemre na obosonfo ene abena
aba 30 seconds na ajo me 30 seconds na want and the boys
papa mesu me nya 30 seconds ni
kwabra 30 seconds yanko ede na afese o ka bi
yo papa we 30 seconds me nche onse said the asem now can say esi do baby no see no ho senko pane say okoye ne ekogina na omoto aba ma na be ye MPP flag bearer ko etuma ni wi nko besi form say me si form akwa na e point
100 point yeah re fan so
me nyi asem no ma me form asem ni say ho me ma ho na say we dey pass si aba ma tem no asem ne say driver for asem ni ye kan driver for a omo driver and the day and your driver ba fa Ghana a driver dia compare so enya sa na tie
that's right
na driver for ya mo potential drivers mienu a ya ye nyina no obi win election that say bia John Muhammad o win fi assembly sa be do baby e wadu ba o mi anso e win bi sa be do baby me pa cho sa driver ye se em fa ne mre if he so start say wo yes obedi politics bu if he baby say assembly man who do win election bi da to be on me winning assembly my election kra no who say ye kofa ah eye yi nyina ma no election obedi papa Ghana is a serious country.
Ghana businessman so be America president.
Mama pacho okata na nka metimi aka mestre okata na nka metimi aka bi.
All right. Yate kwamna. Also scenario no yate pa.
Obi don win election that year. Yemfa Ghana media agro.
Yo.
Enye chaskele ni ebo.
Yo, yate. Thank you. Why? Enye chaskele ni ebo. Na omo enimbo no bono. Oma chaskele no omo bo. Nene obi a omo bo ni bi da no oba no so bo chaskele na ede. Yo, ere obo so fa 30 seconds. Why?
Yo, Papa, media asembisa maybe say car no car as a political party and as a car as Oman Ghana. Cause also ye chirimu. Cause Papa ye can as a Ura Alan Chomateno. Car no as a political party no role our play. And a car no as Ghana no so no any role our play. Into ye no crime man ye very outstanding say. Or play role within the political party, a significant one, right from 1992. I know young executive forum, and as a member of the the economic management group. Role I will play here was significant. I don't know, Amri up to MPP and there. One more most candidates no, they cannot compare themselves to Alan. Any year back Ghana, so a car as Ghana, so role of play and so no, significant, different. So mopa emrebia yebenya nasa yebenya mra yebechre ni role of play ye kani as a political party and then also as Ghana. And you find the answers.
You
can answer. And papa ye can say political party produces government and or not so ni obia. Ban a political party level wa excel and a ban in government as well wa excel. And he's the most experienced, or can say the competence, the experience, and the knowledge na on a ekrano summary. I'm on the two. That's Baba.
You didn't come away ho. Na one abnaba. I'll make sure say on that day no I'll sit in so that I'll do my best just to manage things very well. Na questions be a amanfo e de wo the Emma Alan echitafo no, perhaps you'll be able to support them very well. It's all about getting us to be able to see things from another perspective that may perhaps help our nation develop. We are giving ourselves so many reasons as to why we should not give the mandate to Obiti say Ora Alan Kojo Chiramaten. Perhaps we may be ignorant of certain things that you people may know. Until when the questions come in from all angles and you are able to answer them beautifully now, you may perhaps be able to help people who may be looking at it from only one angle now, begin to look at it from another angle, and perhaps you may get what you want. Until yebeda mu nyina mase na yada mo amusumutie dwumedie enso ase efie no. I have certainly enjoyed every bit of contributions now. It tells me if I get the time and make the time just to sit down, I'll certainly enjoy every bit of your contributions as well. Now, adofwa ebechire wanadwen no said the makano me do bibia se of abodi abe nati bongo bema sam ne de wa nkasa kese but not chire honum bema bene wa obosonfo kwabena bema Isaac bibi obabena New Jersey ano was me de me Alan Kojo Chiramaten Anna Prince the Bombardier unswa ote honum no. A big thank you to you as well. Nyame yadma ochina ukwada. We will see what life has in stock for us. Maybe somewhere, but maybe I'll be able to just sit in the car and let us do a few hours of talk. But until then, no, me dini yansano and noa ene Papa Smiley. But anyum ba akona e boy na ye remix no. Yeti original version no. As I grow. And so yeah, bro. Yabekasa later. Bye bye.
your tumble. Ubian Cherry, Ubian Cherry, your favorite foe. Ubian Cherry, Ubian Cherry, you wanna know? Sugar tone. Jewa give me Germany, and a 4 million water compare, and a crowd on your bank crowd. And you're a fool in a hundred zero way. If you're so big to what's a masia, nature so your tumble. Ubian Cherry, Ubian Cherry. Talk of Sugar, you talk about no. Ubian Cherry, Ubian Cherry. Scenery, you be watching. Best friend at your friend way. One you never you from cross the down. Udiana. Now, person be between the minimum. Now, me, dear, me, for my no compliment time. You would have bound my tafuri. I don't know soon, and me. No soon, and me, fucking. And more, yo, so be a brain over there. Can't remember, come. In your kuma grow back, what? It is our bride. There tonight, I was it. Cemetery. This is your, and I mean this one. This is I come best to best from my mind. I'm a gunner, the best. Oh, you need any bar, no. Yes, the mama so there. Oh, better just here. We need any bar, no. Yes, the mama so there. Oh, better just here. TJ, why give me Germany? But